every time. No matter what people say, listen to God's report. God has good things for you.
I did it! Oh my gosh! The timing was amazing! Wait, no!
When this thing pops up, there's only one emotion. You just want to summit punch that monitor for the glory of God.
Ain't no party like the Holy Ghost party, cause the Holy Ghost party don't stop. Hey.
Yo, what's crack-a-lackin', top of the morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Pastor Susie coming at you live. What up, PVT? God bless you. What up, Angel Monkey? Good to see you, friend. Wise Otter, Sir M is in the house. My goodness gracious. Guys, my room continues to be more and more taken down, okay? Y'all don't even want to know what my room looks like right now. Actually, you guys want to see it? You guys want to see? Tell you what, because I love you guys have done so much for me. You guys have done so much for me. If you guys put sevens in the chat, if I get at least 7 people to put a 7 in the chat, I will show you what my room looks like. I will do it. If I get 7 people, I will reveal to you guys the truth. The truth of what my room actually looks like. But only if I get 7. Tobias, Gina, Phoenix, Angel Monkey, Desert Dwarf, Yuzuthoth. I need one more. I need one more 7. Just literally need one more. Who's it going to be? Who is going to be the final 7? And there is Hoder is here. God bless you. Welcome. All right, friends. It's a little embarrassing because, you know, but we're moving and so my room's kind of a mess. But this is what my room looks like. Wild. Wild. Unbelievable. Crazy. No, I'm only trolling him. I'm only trolling. I'll show you the real room. This is my room right now. Curtains are down. Curtains are down. Okay? Crazy. I took them off because, as you can tell, I did all the spackling yesterday around the whole house. Tonight, I got to go through and paint it and then just finish packing. But you honestly, actually, you really can't see. I mean, you can see some of it. My guitar is right there. This is the Keyblade that was on the walls in this box. So honestly, just most of the disaster is actually off camera right here. So you actually really kind of can't, can't see it. But today, honestly, today's stream is kind of a test because I was hesitant to take down curtains because they bring in this uncontrollable light, right? So really today is a test of, can I actually get away with Saturday at church when I preach? Because obviously I'm not going to preach with my background looking like this. But can I actually get away with that window open, bringing in all of that light, can I actually get away with just using the green screen for Saturday? And it's debatable. You can see all of this light on my face. It's debatable. I might have to just like, with 2 tiny little nails, or even like, yeah, I might have to just put something up, not a full-blown curtain rod, because you can tell the light on my face, which looks very weird. I'm a monster, Bella. What in the radiance? It makes me want. Have you guys heard that song on TikTok? It's like dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. That's how I feel when I see this kind of glory on me. You know what I mean? Let me see if I flip the blinds the other way. Will that make the light less? I'm not sure. Don't ever do that again. What up, Rhino? Bro, do you see that Shekinah glory? That's crazy. Maybe the blind's going up rather than down. Maybe that's better. Honestly, that actually diffused it a little bit. But also depends on the time of day and how's the sun and everything. So guys, someone remind me at around 11 a.m. Pacific, we'll see where the sun is and see how it comes in. Because honestly, this is probably fine. I do TikTok a little bit too much. It's also kind of like part of my job too, though. I gotta stay relevant, you know what I mean? What up, Johnny? Good to see you, brother. So I think honestly this is not bad. And Desert, I do agree. It's only one Saturday, but like I don't want it to be distracting either, you know. I think honestly it'll be fine. As long as I don't move too much, like it looks pretty believable. Believable enough to where it's not like distracting, you know. I think we're actually okay. I think we're actually vibing. Let's go. Friends, let me know how's your morning starting off. We are diving back into some Guild Wars 2 today. I'm going to get to the Rust server actually next week. But dude, the hype right now around Guild Wars 2 is unbelievable. So I was like, I have to capitalize on the opportunity to encourage people to come check out the Church Guild, bring people back into it. And you know, I'm feeling the hype as well. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I am feeling the hype. I really am. Love it. Pock, let's get the best thing ever, which is 3M. 3M. Pock, what is 3M? I actually have no idea what that is. Sir M, that was another Sue Woozy moment. I hope someone clipped that. The right hand of God. Welcome, my friend. Hopefully doing absolutely incredible. Nice to meet you all. The right hand of God. Welcome. My name is Pastor Susie. I am a real life pastor, and I have the honor and privilege of being the lead pastor of this incredible church family. This is not just a stream. This is not just a Discord. We are a full-blown church expression, just online. And if you want to come be a part, if you want to come discover who Jesus is, we would love to give you a place to belong. Come on now, welcome. Phoenix, have you seen my Minecraft post in the various screenshot channels? I have not. One thing I'm wondering is, where is my phone? I actually don't know where my phone is. And my wife has a migraine today, so she may need me at times. And so, guys, give me a second. I need to go actually find my phone. It is rare that I do not have my phone with me. Probably a problem, by the way. But guys, give me a couple seconds. Let me go find my phone, and then I'll be RB. Check these clips out while I'm gone. Huh. There we go. Like, you really can just play the game the way you want to play it. And if you really are addicted to dopamine and disappointment, you can do what I'm doing right now, like when I'm getting midnight. Oh my god, it's there, bro. Bro, I thought I got trolled. It didn't even look special, but it's actually there, bro. Oh, the farm is over, dude. The farm is actually over, bro. It didn't. I was confused. I was actually confused. It disappeared. Wait. Blizzard.
She's not wrong, though. She's not wrong. A lot of boys, when they're young, they be like, ooh, I'm with you forever. And then 2 seconds later,
Bruh, they ain't got no commitment. They ain't got no commitment, I tell you, these youngins, these youngsters. You know what I mean? You gotta teach these boys to be men. I'm still learning myself. All right, friends, phone acquired. In case the wifey needs me. Pox, so you have all your pictures up with 3mm. They hold really nicely and even have ones that look like nails. So, like, are they different than command strips? I got command strips for days. You'd think I've got a command strip, like, manufacturing business going on over here. I have a lot. I have a lot of command strips, dude. I will not need to buy any more command strips when I move, because I think we've got it covered. I think we indeed have it covered. I got quite a few. You know what I mean? Quite a few. So command strips, but they have Velcro attached to them. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Guys, I really don't want to move. I like just legit. I don't want to move. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? 2D Saints, what's up, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How to jump on the bandwagon. Guild Wars 2, even though I have gone variety and focusing on being the lead pastor of XP Church, and really my stream is just an extension of one of the ways that I am the pastor of our church, which means I'm not just playing one game. I still will say Guild Wars 2 is the most well-rounded MMORPG in the market. I stand by that. Obviously, it's just my opinion. Everyone might have a different one, but I think it's hands down. Hands down. It's dirty, and I got my house ready for round 2 of tornadoes, high winds, and etc. I got my plan ready for if I need to go to the basement, I'll be running out the front door and running on the house to the basement. I hate storms like this. I'm praying for Amanda. For real, people that live in the Midwest, like, man, I pray for you guys often because, well, one, there's a lot of people in our community that live in the Midwest, so these things get brought up from time to time. But I'll tell you, it scares me. I mean, God's in control, God's with us, God protects us, but the thought of, like, a tornado just, like, destroying your house, and they're pretty, like, frequent. You know what I mean? Like, sure, can we get earthquakes on the West Coast? Do we have volcanoes? Sure, but they, like, never happen. You know what I mean? Everywhere in the country kind of has its own, like, you know, natural disaster. But I feel like in the Midwest, it's like, you know, every other day there's, like, some sort of tornado. Now, that's an exaggeration. But, like, on the West Coast, we have you know, a volcano every, like, 30, 40 years, you know? Which is pretty crazy. It freaks me out, man. It absolutely freaks me out. Rhino, bad news, Susie. I think based on my research, Minecraft Dungeons only allows 4 players. No! I'm thinking, though, we should follow some of the MMORPG mod pack hype instead. Those would be amazing seasonal events. I feel like such a party pooper right now. No, I actually, but I think if I understand Minecraft Dungeons properly, which I might not, because I'm still very, very new to that game. I've never even played it. But I'm assuming it's like Diablo, where your progress is character specific. So it's, at least to my knowledge, it's less about like, we need to pick 4 people and only can play with these 4 people. It's kind of like playing Overwatch. You can just change who you play with all the time. So then therefore, I think the group limitation, the group size, doesn't really matter as much. But am I correct in that? Because that's how Diablo works. Like, I have my own character progress, but then if my, you know, people I'm running with, like, look, like, you know, log off, I can just play with a couple new people. I play with a couple new people. Mag, I knew you were going to say that, dude. I knew you were going to say that. I pivoted for today because Guild Wars 2 is absolutely popping off on Twitch. The hype is so real. So I'm going to catch that hype train before it dies down the next couple days. And then next week, I'm going to start my base in Rust. Next week, I'm starting my base in Rust. And here's why, friends. Here's why. This is super important, okay? Y'all do not want to miss the Purge Rust event, okay? July 11th, 9:15 Eastern. There will be sheer chaos. This is going to be the epic ending to the community Rust server. Next week, me and Pastor Man are going to start building our base. Because my challenge to you is, will you be able to destroy our base and kill the 2 pastors and finally end the Rust server? Now, we did a wipe on the server, so the server is fresh. PvP is enabled in the monument areas only. There's some zombies. There's some really cool stuff, and I would encourage y'all, especially to get ready for this event. Go make your base. Get your resources ready. Dude, I need to farm so much high quality metal. So much high quality metal. It's gonna be insane. All right, friends, is anyone on that wants to get in for some strikes? Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all clip the radiance. I gotta see this. I gotta see this. What did I get myself into? Hold on. Mag, I think Mag's gonna have fun with this. Come on, load for me. Load for me. Guys, my browser is being potato. Yo, Jacoby, what's up, man? Yeah, come do some strikes with me, man. Let's go, dude. Oh, come on. You're not going to play, Clip? You got to play for me, Clip. Of course. They finally fixed my internet, but now my Google Chrome won't cooperate. Feels bad, dude. What's up, Banana? God bless you, friend. How you doing? Oh, snap. We're making progress because words are popping up on screen. I think we're actually getting somewhere. So the right hand of God. Rust can absolutely be toxic, but we have our own private server for our church. So you're really kind of only playing with our community when you come on it. It's been so much fun. Sorem, it was struggling when you were trying to clip it. It's being weird, dude. It's being really weird. It won't load. Let me make sure my chats are combined, right? Oh, what the heck? It kicked me out of the call. Guys, for those that are watching on the XP Church channel, I apologize that I have not been able to see your chat. I'm actually really glad I checked this. Because somehow it just broke. Yeah, the sad trombone for real, Icon Lady. Top of the morning to you. Come on, where's that join button? Give me that join button. Or knock button. That's what I want. There we go. Come on, Clip. Guys, one more refresh, and then unfortunately, I'm going to have to abandon this clip. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to abandon this clip. Oh, whoa, oh. What in the radiance? Wait, how did you put captions on? What the heck? Hold the phone. How in the world is there captions? That's crazy. What in the radiance? It makes me want, have you guys heard that song on TikTok? It's like, dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. That's how I feel when I see. Guys, am I too good at that? Am I actually too good at that? Makes me want, have you guys heard that song on TikTok? It's like, dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. I think I may be a little too good at that. I think we may have a problem. I think we may have a problem. Hold on, hold on. Oh. Wait for it. On TikTok. That's how I feel. Guys, I have too many unique skills. Icon Lady leaves stream. Leaves stream. LOL. Mag, if you do decide to clip that, can you do me a favor and can you find the actual song I'm talking about? Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. I know that gives you nothing to work off of. It's popular on TikTok right now though. It's popular on TikTok. Down for a strike. Kits on. Jacoby said they were getting on. Yeah, who wants in for a little strike action, huh? Huh? I also want to do some world bosses because I have not done a world boss in quite a while. We stumbled on one accidentally yesterday. Pastor, you need Jesus today? Girl, I need Jesus every day. Y'all better pray for your pastor, okay? Your boy needs some help. For reals. I need the grace of God every single day of my life. Guys, I'm a mess, brother. I need some Jesus every day. That is truth. That is actually truth. My goodness gracious. All right, Kit said, don't wait for me. Jacoby, did you want in? Ain't we all a mess? Agreed. Agreed, we is all a mess. My goodness gracious. This nerdy and I pray daily because sometimes I'm like, he didn't just say that or do that. He did. Sometimes you're like, did he just do that? Yes, pray for me. Yes, indeed, pray for me. Jacoby, you want in? Got it, bro. Jacoby, sending you that invite. And then we're getting y'all in, homies. Yo, Hardcore Mike is on? Yo, look at this legend, brother. Let's see if he accepts my random invite. He might be AFK. He works during the... Oh, he accepts! Look at this guy. Look at these legends, bruh. Come on now. You love to see it, dude. Guys, what if I just spam random invites to people? You know, I'm going to do it. Just going to spam random invites and see how people respond to them. Jacoby's already in. I'm literally just spamming random invites. Let's see who accepts. Everyone who denies, banned from the Discord. JK, that's a little dramatic. Yeah, I'm telling you, just nerdy and pray for me. Pray for me. For real, for real, for real. Let me check this out real quick. So banana, okay, so 12 days. Okay, wow. Banana, I know that must be so hard for you. And I pray God's wisdom, strength, peace, courage over you. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Hearts for you, friend. St. Bear, Dragon Wild's coming out soon. What's the actual date, bro? Do you know, actually? Good to see you, man. Yo, homies. How do I talk to squad again? Is it just... Oh, there we go. Yo, homies. Who's down for a strike? Y'all down? I just send out random invites and I see who responds. The Guild Wars 3 hype is so real right now. And I'm so for it, dude. I am so for it. What level do you gotta be for a strike? I think max level relentless, unfortunately. Yeah, I think you gotta be 80, which is a bummer. Can I minimize that enough to... Ooh, I can. Photoshop, I'm not gonna lie, it is like so hard for me not to just play like 80 million different games right now. Minecraft Dungeons is grabbing my attention. It's literally like $9 right now. And I think it's even maybe even free on Game Pass. I could be wrong. And I heard that if you have Discord Nitro, I heard now you get access to Game Pass. I think it's like the, you know, starter level or whatever. But I'm down, dude. Okay, raids? Hold on. It's not letting me queue up. That's weird. Normally right here, when I go to raids, That's odd. Well, I want to let me... Oh, somebody is... Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, what's happening? Now there's a bunch of random people getting in. All good, we can restart. All right, guys, I'm going to restart the group. Because somehow this group got all screwed up. I'm inviting everybody. Invite to party. Invite to party. Invite to party. Invite to party. I'm sending spam invites. And anybody that logs on right now. Oh, wait. I hit cancel. You're going to get an invite from me. Ooh, we might be full, though. Yo, Unc Vandy, God bless you as well. How you doing today, friend? It's good to see you. I need to make a squad. Ah, you are correct. You are indeed correct. Invites going back out. Ooh, not kick from squad. It's been a while, friends. It has indeed been a while. Nope, I don't want to kick. Invite. Haven't played with Xander in a while. Let's go, dude. Well, that's really good to hear that you actually do get the whole Nitro from so you get the whole Gamecast from Nitro. But it's the standard edition, right? Not the ultimate, like you guys said. Because that would make more sense. That would make more sense. Otherwise, you'd probably have to pay way more. So, Sarem, September is popping up for game releases. September 9th, Valheim expansion. September 15th, Dragon Wilds. September 29th, Minecraft Dungeons. I'm going to have to play them all. Thankfully, they stagger at least like a week from each other. Thankfully, dude. So I can try Valheim on the 9th, Dragon Wilds on the 15th, and Minecraft Dungeons 2 on the 29th. Let's go. Unc Vandy, and if you're looking for a church family, we are so much more than just a stream. So much more than just a Discord. We are a full-blown church family. And if you're looking for a place to come know God, experience community, discover your purpose, and make a difference, please know we'd love to have you. I'm going to put some info in the chat right here, and we would love to get you plugged in. God bless you, friend. Welcome. All right. I still don't know why it won't let me queue up for a raid. Quick play is not available because the party member... Oh, someone is too low. Okay. Unfortunately, whoever is not level 80 will have to leave group. It won't let us queue. Sag. I feel bad. I'm not sure who's not level 80. Well, everyone's level 80. That's weird. Oh, let me convert. Hold on. It's been a while. Raid mode. That's what I want. Ah, got it. Okay, sweet. I haven't played in a while. I haven't played in a while. I haven't played in a while. Pinky, are you max level in Guild Wars 2, bro? Pinky, I pay a lot more for Game Pass Ultimate than Nitro costs. Better than Standard Edition. I actually have never even really considered getting Game Pass, to be honest. I actually have never even considered it. But now that it's with Nitro, maybe I should. Ron, it looks like you could set something up where everyone is in a squad, 4-person for an event. It scales the number of players in the dungeon. Yeah, we could just have people queuing up together. Yeah, I don't think I would automatically discount Minecraft Dungeons as a seasonal game potentially because it's only limited to 4. I think because you can just keep playing with new people. I think yeah, I think it would work. Excuse me, game. I tried to move my DPS meter and I fell off the map. Absolutely throwing, dude. Absolutely throwing. All right, now let me show you guys what I am desperately hoping that they will fix come Guild Wars 3. Oh, that was my bad. I rolled back into it. What I'm desperately hoping they will fix in Guild Wars 3 is how everyone has to stack on top of each other. That is basically how all in-game PvE content works in this game. Ultimately, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. But it's not very intuitive. Like when I'm playing a ranged DPS character, I really want to be able to like stand at a distance, you know what I mean? Like I think that's just a fun way to play a mage, just like in the back casting spells. But also just for a lot of people, like it clutters the screen and it kind of just makes it hard to see, you know what I mean? And so that's not exactly ideal either. Not exactly ideal. Right hand of God, I've been trying to talk to Jesus more, but I keep running into a dialogue in my head that I consider constant prayer, but I wonder if that it's acceptable or a cop-out. Let me tell you something, friend, about the devil. The devil wants to do everything in his power to make you feel like what you are doing is not good enough. Now, there are going to be moments in our lives where there are things that we are doing that we should seek to grow in, that we should seek to develop in. But if you are taking intentional time out of your day to have intimate, honest conversation with God, developing and building that relationship, the devil wants to somehow convince you that you're not doing it right, or that you should, we didn't get the CC thing. He wants to convince you that you're not doing it right. He wants to convince you that, oh, well, if you really love God, you'd be doing it more constantly. You'd be doing it more frequently. Let me tell you, I believe that a prayer life is like a muscle. It's one that we develop. We develop little by little over time. It's a habit. And I'm not even going to claim to be perfect at it. There are definitely days in my life where, man, I forget to prioritize the right thing, where I get caught up doing a responsibility, where honestly, like, I'll be honest, sometimes there are times in the morning where even I will turn on my prayer stream and I'll be like, all right, I'm going to go pray. And then I will see something on Discord and it grabs my attention. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me just do this thing real quick. And before I know it, I've done so many things. 2 hours have gone by and now it's actually just time to start my stream. And I'm like, crap, dude, how did I get so carried away doing more work that I let 2 hours go by? Now, I got a lot done, but I missed the most important part. I missed the intimate time with Jesus. And what the devil wants to do is to shame you and guilt you for that. But I believe that a healthy way to approach that is to say, like, hey, yeah, like I missed the mark here and I should really seek to work on this and grow in this. But while I'm not perfect, my right standing with God is not based on my ability to do good or do bad. My right standing with God is based on the fact that I am a child of God. He already paid the price for me. He already won the battle for me. I am forgiven and I am a child of God. And from here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best as an act of worship. And so when you're praying and random thoughts come into your mind, when you're praying and that dialogue of like what I'm doing right now is not good enough, I want to encourage you, like, even just to yourself, but honestly, sometimes even to the devil, just tell him, remind him of your position. I am a child of God, loved, cherished, valued. And although, yes, I do have areas to grow. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I don't. I have areas to grow. But while I'm still, let me use some gamer language, while I'm still in beta, come on, church. While I'm still in beta, full of bugs, lots of things to work out, while I'm an unfinished product, God loves me, cherishes me. I have been called, chosen of God. I am a child of the living God. I may not be a finished, polished product. I may have some bugs, but right now, God loves me. But what I do want to encourage people to be careful with is just because God loves you, despite all of your mistakes, insecurities, fears, sins, faults, errors, that isn't an excuse to stay that way because you know he'll love you no matter what. The Apostle Paul talks in the New Testament. Yo, Asma, I love you, brother. Good to see you, man. The Apostle Paul talks in the New Testament about basically not taking God's grace for granted. It's the principle of like, should I keep on sinning because I know that if I sin, I'm going to be forgiven? Because where that becomes a real challenge is that if you have a heart that says, I'm going to keep on sinning because God will forgive me anyway, that kind of heart does not come from a heart of love or a heart that truly is grateful for what God loves you, for that fact that God loves you. And so what scripture actually argues is that if after you become a Christian, you're still going to make mistakes, you're still going to fall. But if you have a heart that says, hey, I claim to be a Christian, but God, I don't give two craps about what you think. I don't care about breaking your heart. I just want to sin and feel no remorse and nothing like that. I'm just going to keep on doing this. God will forgive me. You really need to look internally because you actually might not actually be a Christian. There may not actually have been, it's a big theological word, what's called, there may not have been actual regeneration that's taken place in your heart. Meaning I've been given a new heart. I've been given a new mind. That yes, I'm imperfect. I'm a work in progress. And I'm going to struggle and have sins that are going to happen in my life. But there's a difference between a Christian that says, man, I love God and I really want to do my best for him. But man, it's hard. Like, man, this is just really hard, because it is. But there's a difference between that and one that says, God, I don't give two craps. Forget you. I'm in charge. If this breaks your heart, go cry about it. For me, especially when I read 1 John 1 and 1 John chapter 3, where the author talks about, man, there are people that claim the light is in them, but it's actually not. There are people that claim to be a child of God, but actually they're a child of Satan. They deceive themselves and they lie even to themselves. They think they've been born again, but they have not. Now, the scripture doesn't say this, but here's the principle. They prayed a prayer, but they didn't actually even mean it. Meaning they haven't actually repented of their sin. And that matters a lot. So right hand of God, just the way you are, in all of your mess, and all of your traumas, and all of your mistakes, just like mine, go to God, honestly. Talk with him. And when you go to pray, I'll be honest, when I go to pray, man, random thoughts come in my mind. Crap, I got to make sure I get this done today. And does the car need an oil change? And it can be difficult to focus my mind. And for a lot of people, that might be your story. But know that God isn't asking of you perfection. He's just asking you to come to him and give your best. And there are things that you can help with that. Sometimes keeping a list, that actually helps my mind. I'm like, hey, I want to really pray about these things today. And it's not about doing it perfectly or having a perfect format. But if that can just help you stay on track, it can be really helpful. But just go to him. Talk with him. He loves you and wants to meet with you, especially as you're, dealing with this difficult thing going on in your life. For sure. Photoshop, I just remembered I need to edit painting photos, but I want a game. Tell you, friend, sometimes a good gaming break goes a long way. Goes a long way. Come on now. Banana, you coming to Reach this year? It's up in the air. Me and my wife already bought our tickets. We already have our Reach tickets, but my wife and her health just makes everything so up in the air for us, to be honest. My wife, the doctor said my wife is most likely going to need 4 more surgeries over the next 2 years. And that'll make it really hard for her to travel. Right now, my wife cannot get on an airplane. Like she's not recovering from surgery anymore. Her surgery was, in January. And again, I speak vaguely because the type of situation my wife is having is very private. But my wife still has an open wound in her. There is a, it's hard to explain, but there is a loop in my wife's body that there is, like, she's got these open holes with a loop going through them, keeping this wound open. And it makes, there's a lot of complications that go into it. It's very private, but it makes normal life exponentially more challenging. So we can't do long drives. She can't get on an airplane. She needs help with certain things. And so even me, she's mostly independent, but there's just certain things that she needs my help with. And so even if she doesn't get another surgery before Reach, I don't plan on leaving my wife. Yeah, I don't plan on it. I don't plan on leaving my wife for pretty much any reason at this time. The only one thing right now that I would definitely go away for is it's complicated. My mom's first cousin, so she's my second cousin, is getting married in October. I just found out like 2 weeks ago. And growing up, she was basically like my second mom. She never got married up until getting married now. Never had any children. So she was like my second mother. I mean, we would do sleepovers or at her house every Monday night. We would go to the movies almost every Monday night from literally when I was age 4 to like 17. Almost every single Monday night we were at her house. Like, if there's anything that can ever be as close to like a second mother, it is this woman. And so I have to go to her wedding. Like, absolutely have to go to her wedding. Absolutely. So that is the one trip that I will definitely take this year. Everything else though, I'm doing CC. Everything else, to be honest, is up in the air. TwitchCon up in the air. BlizzCon, and I already bought my BlizzCon tickets. But you know, we didn't know all this was gonna happen with my wife. We had no idea. You don't know the future. So it's all tentative. So my wife just got a specialized MRI the other day, and next step is review the results. So we actually have a follow-up appointment. I think it's July 25th to go over the results. And then that will help us know, what's going to happen. What's going to happen. I've been praying for a miracle. I've been like, God, please make it so my wife does not need to get 4 more surgeries. Please. Please, please, please. Yo, Callie, thanks for resubbing the church channel. God bless you. Yeah, she's my mom's first cousin, and technically she's my second cousin. She's really more like an aunt, though. Or an aunt. Whatever that might be. But she's as close to a second mother as you can get. So I have to go to her wedding. Because she's in her upper 50s. I think she's like 58. But she's getting married for the first time at 58. So that's a big deal for a person. You know what I mean? It's a really big deal. I'm like, I have to be there. But that is pretty much the only thing I would leave my wife for right now. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I would love to go to all the things, especially to the ones I already paid for. Do you guys say aunts or aunts? What do y'all say? I grew up saying aunt, but then I think I spent a lot of time with people that say aunt. And so I think it changed. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Crazy. Talk, you get the same thing? Wait. You know what's so funny, Sarita? You know what's so funny? Nightbot tried to mod you because you said it's gonna sound weird, but you said TT. Sarita, what ethnicity are you? Because in I said what I said. Because in Portuguese, we say chichia or chiu, so very, very similar. What ethnicity are you? But I also don't know about what other ethnicities also say something similar. But that is what I call my aunts and uncles. But most people have no idea what the heck I'm talking about when I say it. That's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, I might, if I don't end up going to BlizzCon or ReachCon, all that kind of stuff, I might look to resell my tickets or even just give away the Reach. I mean, the Reach ones were very fairly priced. Especially because I got them 50% off. But the BlizzCon, they were $200 each. So I'm like, dude, I need to resell these, dude. If I don't go. But I'm also more inclined to go to the trips that are on the West Coast. What's up, Primal? Good to see you, man. Than I am to fly across the country. Oh, you're Puerto Rican? Nice. Okay, well, that makes sense. That's my bad. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. What up, Story? Good to see you, friend. But yeah, I mean, BlizzCon, I would be more likely to go to BlizzCon than I am to fly across the entire country. Because I can just get in my car and just go. Right? And then if my wife needs me, I can just instantly get in my car and drive back. So, but I don't know. I won't really know much more until July 25th when my wife gets the follow-up appointment. I had an ex that his family did the East Coast pronunciation. Every time I said it like aunt, and they said, does she live on a farm? And I didn't get the joke and said, she used to. Oh, that's so good. That is actually so good. Yeah, I grew up saying aunt. Guys, how do y'all say it? Type in chat your pronunciation. Do you say aunt? Do you say aunt? Or do you say another word? Let me know. Primal says aunt. Yuzuthoth aunt. Photoshop Freak says aunt. Serum aunt. So am I the minority? Am I actually the minority? Gee, guys, I'm throwing, dude. But I guess that makes sense because I grew up on the East Coast and I normally knew East Coast people. What's up, Moon? Good to see you, friend. Oh, that's true, Moon, because you're not originally an East Coaster. That's true. But I don't know if people in the... I feel like people in the South say aunt as well. I feel like aunt is probably just a Northeast thing. That's true. Yeah, Moon, you're a transplant. You're a wannabe. You wish you were one of us. Nah, West Coast is way cooler than East Coast. It really is. It really is. Yo, by the way, patron saint, God bless you. Thanks for following the XP Church channel. My name is Pastor Susie, and it is an honor to have you pop into the Strummage. We are a real life church for gamers by gamers. Our church is online, and if you're looking for a place where you can discover who Jesus is, ask questions, get prayer, grow in your faith, make some friends, whether you're on the fence of believing if God's even real at all, or a full-blown follower of Jesus looking to find some good community, you are more than welcome to come be a part, and we would love to have you, friend. So to get some breakfast, just make sure you grab some for me, because I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. Moon, you're from everywhere. Moon is literally from all over the place. Born in Cali, then New Mexico. You were in Japan at one point. You were everywhere. Everywhere. I feel like I've lived in so many places now, too. I'm so done moving, dude. Guys, I am over it, okay? I am over it. The concept of living in a million states sounds fun, but I am over it, okay? I'm ready to settle down and be done with all the moves. Primal, I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. Now, I can't promise I'm never going to move again for the rest of my life, but I am just saying I don't want to move again for the rest of my life. In a perfect world, and again, we don't live in a perfect world, and not everything perfectly goes according to plan. And sometimes the Lord leads you, right? That's why, like, I'm gonna do a small tangent. I'm gonna get back to my point. Every follower of Jesus needs to approach their life and their plans with an open hand loosely. With an open hand loosely. It's very, very important, because you never know where God is going to lead you. And we need to submit our desires and our wants and our preferences to God. We can bring those to God and say, God, I would really like this. But then submit those to God and say, but God, I know you have what's best in store for me. So even if there's something different than what I would plan or think for myself, God, may your will be done for my life. And his will is always better than our own. So let me tell you what I would want for my life. Settle down roots in the area in which we're in. I'm obviously moving this weekend, but I would like to move obviously this weekend, and then probably about 5 years from now, buy a house in this area and never move again until I die, bro. Never move again. I just want to buy a house and stay put, brother. Stay, and then I'll move to heaven. And I'm moving to heaven, Primal. But again, I think it's important. I think Christians should be just mindful when it comes to the plans for their life, to be mindful of using words like always or never. Because if you really want to live a life that is led by the Holy Spirit, then the truth is God might reveal to you your next assignment at any moment. And now you're like, all right, well, God, I guess we're doing this. So I would like to not move. But ultimately, you know, whatever God has in store for my life, that's what I want. But if he'll let me throw my preference in there, then we just stay put for a while, huh? How about we try that one, shall we? I would be down for that. Let's go. Yuzuthoth, I'm a Finnish transplant in the Midwest. Midwest? I mean, depends what state. I think the Midwest is a solid place to live. Some of y'all don't know, but we actually were considering Missouri before we felt God really calling us to come to Oregon. Past influence is why Phoenix lived in Missouri. We had a lot of connections in Missouri. Missouri is cheap, brother. My goodness gracious. And but the Lord had other plans. You thought the worst state in Ohio, the Midwest. You want to know why? Because Ohio's not even in the Midwest. I will die on this hill. I will die on it. There is nothing mid or west about Ohio. It's just east. Ohio is just straight up east. It's crazy, dude. Isn't Ohio one state off of the actual coast? Crazy, dude. Crazy calling Ohio Midwest. Now I know the history and everything. But in today's world, there is literally nothing mid or west. West? Are you kidding me? Look at a map, dude. Now mid, I could maybe on a good day after I've already taken my melatonin, maybe be delusional enough to give you mid. But west? Y'all are crazy, bro. Crazy with this west talk, dude. Oh, you guys keep life interesting. Yeah, mid east, I could kind of give you. I can kind of give you mid-east, but west, bruh. Bro, like, if Ohio is Midwest, then I also have a perfect hairline. Because at this point, we're just making stuff up, dude. We're just saying things, you know what I mean? Like, we're just out here saying things, brother. Moon, technically all states are west compared to the rest of the world. I mean, this is true. However, because the world is a, you know, it's a sphere, it's not actually flat. What actually makes something west? Why is America not actually just the east? Meg says lies, dude. It's flat, I tell you. I've seen it. Street, I'll tell you, you can't even eat in peace. Not in this stream. Expect the unexpected. Guys, fives in chat if you're part of the flat gang. The earth is really flat. Dude, I'm part of the flat gang. Confirmed, dude. Confirmed. Conspiracy theories. You heard it here first. XP Church is... We're flat earthers, dude. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Legends. Guys, thanks for sticking through that. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are S tier. Is the hot dog a sandwich? Is water wet? Is a taco soup? We may have jumped off the deep end. We may have jumped off of it. But I'm telling you, we're out here today. We're out here today. Relentless. I mean, it's a good question to ask. By the way, Saturn's Vortex, God bless you. Welcome. Now, Colorado, mid for sure. For sure. But guys, what do they even call Colorado? Is Colorado considered Midwest? Now, Colorado, I would consider Midwest. But I don't think I've ever heard anyone refer to it as Midwest. It's like, let's look at a map real quick, right? It's my favorite thing to do on stream. Just look at maps. But like, first of all, where's Ohio? Dude, what in the world is mid or even west? I'll die on it, dude. If there's a hill I'll die on, it's this one. Crazy talk. Indiana, I can maybe start giving you mid. Maybe. But Ohio, dude. Okay, so Ohio is technically not one state off the coast. Because New Jersey, it's it. But I mean, pretty close, dude. Pretty close, dude. And, dude, Relentless, that's crazy, too. Ohio is called Midwest, but it's on Eastern time zone. Dude, make it make sense. Make it make sense, dude. But I will say, this is all coming from someone that has only ever lived on coastal states. Okay? So I've lived in Massachusetts. That's where I grew up my whole life. Then I lived in Connecticut, obviously a coastal state. Then I lived in Virginia, another coastal state. Then I lived in North Carolina, another coastal state. And now I live in Oregon, which is just the other coastal state. So I may be a little bit of a, what would you call like a coast bias person? I almost said coastist, but that would be someone who doesn't like the coast people. I don't know you'd call people like me, but whatever it is, I'm it. Magnificent brother, you grew up in New England and it ain't New or England. So shush. Well, I'll tell you, it's newer. The new part's at least accurate. Landist. Guys, I am a landist. I am a landist. Anyone who doesn't live on a coastal state is literally less of a human. Full-blown landist, dude. Clip it and ship it. You know what's even crazier than saying that? Is that some people would actually believe it. That's the crazy part, dude. That is actually the crazy part. Google the definition of Midwest. I dare you, Susie. let's do this experiment in real time. What is the definition of Midwest? Okay. I'm looking up the definition of Midwest on the internet. Okay. Definition says is a large geographic region in the north central United States, known as America's heartland. It is culturally and economically defined by its major agricultural production, bustling manufactured sectors, often called the Rust Belt. Rust? July 11th, mark your calendars. An expensive geography bridging the Great Lakes and Great Plains. There are 12 official Midwestern states. Only 12? Illinois. Now let's do a proof check, okay? Illinois. I can approve Illinois, and I get the official say because I'm the one with the microphone. So Illinois, I would give Illinois Midwest check, okay? Let's see what's next. Indiana. Indiana's kind of sus for a Midwest definition. It's definitely more mid than Ohio, but it's, again, I would call it mid-east if that was a thing. But I'll you know what? I'll give you a half. I'll give you a half, okay? Next, Michigan. There's nothing mid-west. It's just, what's not even fully northeast, like where I grew up, but it's like, it's in its own category. It's just pretty much just north. You know what I mean? I don't even understand it. So I'm Michigan, love you. I think Michigan's actually a beautiful state. I can't call you Midwest. I can't do it. Ohio. What are we talking about here, Ohio? Get it out of my face. Wisconsin? Wisconsin, I can maybe start to give you mid-ish, but it's mid-north. It's Midwest? Guys, what are we talking about? There ain't nothing west about Wisconsin, brother. The only thing western about Wisconsin is it starts with the same letter. That's it. I can't do it. Iowa. Now, where's Iowa? Iowa's like here. Iowa's definitely, I would give Iowa mid. Okay, I would give Iowa solid mid vibes. But the West, brother. And I get, like, you know, when the country first founded, like, we started in the East. So, like, you know, at one point, Iowa, at one point, even Ohio was West. I get that. But this is 2026. 2026, bro. And there's nothing West about it. You know what I mean? Phoenix, I think they mean West as in a Western country. But then why is New England called Northeast? I need some consistency. Why is Florida called the Southeast? I need some consistency. That's all I'm asking for. Okay. Then we've got, oh, wait, no, these are different. This is different. West Northern Central. Oh, but these are broken up. Okay, so these are broken up. I didn't notice these headers. East North Central? I'm confused. These are the 12 official Midwestern states, but then they're broken up in East North Central? Now, these make sense for East North Central. This feels like an actual educated statement. But then they're all called Midwest? This is interesting. This is interesting. Very interesting. Interesting. And that's true. How can you be both East and Mid at the same time? Now we're having some real philosophical questions. Okay? How can you be East and Mid at the same time? At least from a vertical perspective. Now, from a horizontal perspective, you could totally be Mid and East, right? You're Mid. For me, Midwest is, in my opinion, anything within Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, anything that doesn't touch the border of the country, for me, in my mind. This is pastoral geography, okay? If you touch the northern border, you're just north, right? So Montana, Dakota, Minnesota, you're just north. Washington, Oregon, you're obviously northwest because you're west and you're north. California, I would call California southwest, but it's so big, I think you can get away with just west, right? Arizona, I would call Arizona things like, so that would be southwest, right? New Mexico, southwest. But Texas is just south, right? Then you got Louisiana. I'd call that south. Mississippi. Alabama, I'd still call it south. But then Florida, Georgia, southeast, all these northeast. But anything that is in the middle that doesn't touch any sort of border, I would be okay with calling mid. But how do we call something on the east west? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So Colorado, Midwest, I'm all about it. Utah, Midwest, I'm all about it. But let's see this, right? Let's see some consistency. Is Colorado considered Midwest? So you're telling me Ohio, Easto is Midwest, but Colorado, the state that literally touches the logo that is in the mid of the country, is not Midwest. Make it make sense, church. Hardcore Mike, it makes negative sense. Literally, we live in a fallen world. Deeply, I'm telling you, in the new world, when Jesus makes the new heavens, the new earth, all will be made correct. All will be made correct. My goodness gracious. Yeah, it does, rough. I know the history of, like, you know, back then it was called West because it was West, but it's 2026. I think we need an update. Guys, I'm going to start a petition. I think we need to start a petition to get millions of gamers to sign this petition that says we need to update the language of how we call our states. Because in no world, in no universe is Ohio Midwest, but Colorado is not. Colorado is both mid and on the western half of the country. Ohio is neither of those things. Oh, that's amazing. So what even is Colorado considered? Like, what do we call it? It's called Mountain West. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Crazy, dude. That is absolutely crazy. Now, Southwest, I can get behind Southwest for sure. I can get behind that. But not when Ohio's mid. I can't. We're done, dude. I can't. It's too much. Guys, it's too much, dude. It's too much. Oh, man. The Lord will make all things new. The Lord will indeed make all things new, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy. Simcha, if you start a petition, do one for daylight savings to go bye-bye. I would actually be down for that. I'd be down for that. I haven't done enough research, but I really don't know, like, what value does daylight savings really give? I don't actually know. Kid, we'll see you soon, friend. God bless. Appreciate you. I don't actually know. I'm not saying there isn't one. I just don't know it. But right now, this time of year, dude, when I wake up at 5:30, the sun is already up. And it's like, at least where I live, it's light out. Light out is a stretch. But it's like 9:30 at night, and it's not even like super dark yet. The sun is beginning to go down, but it's not even fully down yet. Which is actually, it's pretty sick. I actually really, really love that. I want to log back on my Thief. I haven't played him in a while. Where I picked up last in my journey, friends, I was, in terms of going through the storyline, I was going through Living World. I believe I was still in season 1. Let me actually pick up and see where I left off. And the keybind to go back to my story Here it is. I was like, I literally couldn't even remember. So I'm still in Living World Season 1, and I am in part 4 out of 5. So I'm actually getting close to being done, which is nice. And I logged out literally right in front of this quest giver. Now, for those who don't know the classes in Guild Wars 2, I'm on my Thief. A Thief is the closest thing you'd get to like a rogue in World of Warcraft, or like an assassin. And dude, he is sick. Like, look at this. Oh my goodness, bro. It is just so good, dude. I've got rollbacks. I've got teleports. I've got daggers. Look at these pistols. Bro. Unbelievable. And my skin, it's 10 out of 10. The Thief, between the movement in this game, bro, it is so much fun. So much fun, man. It's crazy. So I have to do, whoa, the next part of my quest is I have to do a raid that recommends 20 to 25 people? What the heck? Whoa. I wonder if I could even get into something like this right now. Or what to find out. It's kind of tough, not gonna lie. And I kind of suck at the Thief, dude. Now, to be honest, I don't know if I can get a group for this right now. Yeah, I don't actually know if I could. Would need 25 people. Hey, here's one person. Hi. You doing the raid quest? Want to party up? Let's go. Possum, as I've said in the past, we need to Dave Ramsey daylight savings. Instead of adding a random day in February, we just keep time consistent around and put an hour or two in savings envelope each year, and then add an extra Sunday once we have enough savings. Brother, I'm not gonna lie, brother. I don't even know what you just said to me. Hey, if it'll work, it'll work. If it'll work, it'll work. Let's do it. Sir M, yes, us Midwesterners love being in a call with you in the Pacific Northwest and seeing the light from your windows at night. And dude, it's crazy, bro. And it's even more extreme in Washington because Washington is more north. When we went there, dude, I'm not even exaggerating. It was 10 o'clock and some of the sun was still up. Now, it was beginning to go down, but like you were watching the sunset past 10 o'clock, dude. It was crazy, man. It was wild. Oh, Dubola, I love it, man. Being up at 5:30 and the sun is up. Because for me, it makes it easier to get up. Because I'll tell you guys, getting up at 5:30 in the morning when it's dark and cold, bro, it's tough, dude. My motivation to get out of bed when it's dark and cold is so much lower. Like it's tough, dude. Guys, put a 7 in chat if you agree. Harder to get out of bed when it's dark and cold outside. It just is, dude. It just is. Mag, UK is more north than US, so we get it even more so. Height of summer, midnight, you can still see light. Are you being for real, Mag? That's crazy. Wow, I did not know that. Dude, that's actually insane. Dubola, for you, -20 and dark at 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm not about that life, dude. I am not about that life. That just sounds miserable. Hardcore Mike, I wouldn't know because I'm always sleeping if it's dark outside. Yeah, get up at 5:30 a.m. is it's tough, man. It's tough. For me, it's less about the getting up at 5:30 is hard. It's more about the, if you really want to have sufficient sleep, which I would recommend, you got to go to bed early, man. Like, because even for me, I try to be asleep by 11. That's my goal. And 6.5 hours, I feel pretty good of sleep when I sleep from 11 to 5:30. But then, like, I don't know, there are so many studies that show like that's probably not even really good for you. But it's like, I want to get up early, but I also, you know, don't want to be asleep by like 8:30 p.m. So it makes it tough. Matt, go more north. In Sweden, in Norway, have perma-light in the summer. That's crazy, dude. I wonder, y'all think you would like that though? Like the sun not going down at all? I don't even know if I would like that. Maybe? I feel like it might be cool for like a few days. I don't know though. I don't know. What up, sweet? Good to see you, friend. Men can go with less sleep. Women, we need 8 to 9 for hormonal balance. Absolutely true. Biologically, women need more sleep than men. Absolutely. And so my wife tries to get 8 to 9 a night. She doesn't always. She has a hard time sleeping. Really hard time falling asleep. But normally she can sleep from like midnight to 8. Normally. But falling asleep is tough for her. Sleep is tricky business. That's what blackout curtains for her. It's not the oh, you mean the blackout curtains for like if it was night out. Yeah, but I just mean like, I don't know, if I went outside at like 11:30 at night and it was still light out, would I like that? I don't know. It's a world I can't even like picture being real. I've never even been able to like fathom it. You know what I mean? It's just so foreign to me. Stone only gets 4 to 5 hours a night. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. That's definitely not enough. I think anything below 6, like you're stepping into risky territory. And I'm almost there with 6.5. But I feel pretty good with 6.5. Like, I do. But I think there's also a difference between feeling like you can survive with something and it being like optimal and actually healthy for you. I think those are two different things. Yuzuthoth, I'm out 10 seconds after my head hits the pillow every night. That's amazing. I'm like a 30-minute type of guy. 30 minutes after I lay down. Tiredness starts to really slap. And then I can fall asleep. Normally. Is that you, Boo? I hear you speaking from the other room. I hope that means she's feeling better. Oh, does it mean you're feeling better, or are you just in survival mode? Oh, you are feeling better. Thank God, honey. Is that a spider? I don't know. It's a black thing on the wall. I need a new prescription because I can't even see that. I actually can't even see that far. That's crazy. That is crazy. Cider Bear, how are you surviving on 3 to 4 nights? That's actually, I mean, 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night. That's wild. Yeah, Phoenix, Alaska only getting like 2 hours of sunlight every winter is, my brain can't even comprehend that. That's wild to me. Wild to me. Sweet John, I have to take a supplement to sleep, and if I'm lucky, I'll sleep through the night. Yeah, like things like melatonin are great, but like can't take too much of them because then your body like isn't really able to produce its own very well. and you become really dependent on it just to be able to fall asleep. And I don't want to get there either. But then, like, if you really struggle to fall asleep, it's tough. And I don't know how accurate this is, but there's so many factors about the way we go about the way we live and our health and how we take care of our bodies and the food we eat, especially in America, because we're basically eating poison. That really affect your ability to sleep. They affect your quality of sleep. Hardcore. And it's interesting because, like, the things you do throughout your life affect your quality of sleep, but your quality of sleep affects your ability to do things in your life. So it's just like this circle. You know what I mean? Callie, I'd absolutely love it. Sunshine makes my seasonal depression go bye-bye. I would just get into a routine of getting black curtains and shutting them around 9 p.m. to wind down for the night. I just have a hard time seeing at night. Driving would be heaven at night. I love gloominess. I know that probably sounds strange, but in the Pacific Northwest, for a decent portion of the year, it's cloudy, but it's like, it's so interesting. And again, I just moved here like a year and a half ago, so I'm still new. But in the winter, it's cloudy and foggy, but, and I guess maybe it's subjective, but it's not depressing. Like, you still see like glimpses of like the sun in like a really cool, beautiful way. I love it. Like, I just absolutely and utterly love it. I love every season in the Northwest. Now, I grew up in the Northeast, and winters in the Northeast, they're kind of depressing because they're cloudy, but they're, what the crap? But they're also gloomy and sad, and everything's dead. All the trees are dead. The grass is dead. Everything's gone. In the Northwest, there's something really unique and beautiful in the sense where it's like cloudy, foggy, which gives it its own amazing beauty. But everything is alive. The grass is green, and because of all the rain, and it doesn't pour, it just lightly drizzles, and it's not even a 24/7 thing, but in the winter, it just kind of drizzles. Most days it'll drizzle at least a little bit pretty much every single day. But it's such a calming, relaxing drizzle, and it, you know, it obviously is feeding the grass and the trees, so everything is so lush. So you don't have color in the sky, but you have color all in the trees and the grass. It's such a unique combo, and I love it. What up, Anarchy? Good to see you, friend. Let's go, let's go. Sweet shot. I'm not a fan of the fall or winter or spring here in the PNW. It's too gray. You gotta love it. It's an acquired taste. It absolutely is acquired taste, but it is totally our taste. Totally our taste. Oh, it's so good. Now, Sweet, you said that Stone loves it, right? But you don't. Oh! Well, didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that, homie. Oh, that's toxic, dude. That is actually toxic. I'm gonna die here. That's crazy. Insane. Where can I res? Oh, and he tried to res me. I wonder if he's gonna be. No, I don't. Dang. Thanks for trying. Sheesh. Dang. And I just have to get through here to here. Ooh. Anarchy, I am Brazilian, but I've never been to Brazil. I'm a super American Brazilian. I'm Brazilian because my dad is Brazilian, but I've never even been. I've never even been to Brazil. I would like to. I would like to go, but I haven't. I haven't yet. That's crazy. So we got to start over. Okay, cool. Let's try again. That's insane. Mag, nope. Give me a beach and a coconut. Dude, if you like the tropical vibes, PNW is not for you. But you live in England. You ain't got no tropical vibes. Oh, we really do have to start over. Dang. Okay, I gotta lock in a little bit then. This is kind of exciting. I like the fact that this actually gives you, like, a challenge. I like that, actually. Phoenix, I love the PNW year-round. I wish I could talk my wife into moving there. Yeah, it's expensive, though, man. It's expensive. If it wasn't for my wife's health and really needing to live in the climate of the PNW, it's hard to justify, you know? Unless you've got a job here that pays really well, got a ton of fun, not fun, friends and family, and like have a lot of incentive. It's tough to justify the cost if you just feel like it. You know what I mean? But when, you know, families in the situation, you know, that's important. Obviously, when your health is affected, that's the most important. But PNW, I think, is a great place for a lot of people to come visit, but it is expensive. And like I said, it's tough to justify without having like a really good reason. Sweet shot. So last night my Minecraft home was attacked and Stone was on an adventure. I had to hide in my house. He came back and took on 5 pillagers, which then led me to dreaming about Minecraft getting attacked. You know you're addicted when you start dreaming about it. I've been there. I've dreamed about many video games in my life, and shout out Stone Shot. Your wife is a hero. I mean, your husband is a hero. Confirmed. Come on now. I've heard Mag eats a beans on toast once in a while. He's not huge on it, but he's known from time to time, I've heard. Okay, so Star 13, if I do lose, I gotta start over. I gotta lock in then. I gotta lock in and get this done, shall we? Let's go. Yeah, we love it. We love it, man. And God's been faithful to us. But now knowing how much it changed my wife's life, yeah, there's no way we'll no way we can move. God would basically have to heal my wife of migraines. I mean, if God told us to move, we would move. But knowing how it's drastically changed my wife's life, how could we move, dude? I'll live in a shoebox if I can't afford to live in a house. Yeah, I've actually got one rando here, bro. Oh, snap. But if anyone wants to come do this instance, you're more than welcome. Does the difficulty scale the more people you have? Because that I actually do not know about. Pop my elite. Do work on this guy. Oh, I went the wrong way, crap. Bender Rider, how you doing, big guy? Yeah, dude, Bender Rider, and I'm telling you, Guild Wars 2, man, I really think for most people is the MO to play, man. It's free to play. No monthly subscription. You do have to pay for the expansions, but they're super reasonably priced. You have hundreds of hours of content to play for free. So much more content to play for like 20 bucks when you buy the first 2 expansions. And that's not 20 bucks each, that's 20 bucks for the both of them. And the simple fact, man, that it keeps your progress. You don't have to keep starting over like you do in other MMOs. Now, for some people, they love the starting over. And personally, I actually enjoy the starting over as well. But my schedule does not. My schedule does not enjoy the starting over. Bro, I gotta lock in here because I'm gonna slow this guy down. The lower health one first. Try to save my friend here. I'm popping my elite and going to town, bro. Better rider, keeping the progress is huge, man. Like, people are just busy these days, man. They're busy these days. They got a lot of going on, dude. And so starting your progress over every couple months, just for a lot of people, is just not realistic anymore. What's up, River? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. And so they need a game that they can kind of put down and, you know, and pick back up. Like, let me give you a perfect example, okay? Member of our community, by the name of Pap Pap. Been part of our community for years. We love Pap Pap. He's been at squad cons. He's served in our church in many different ways over the years. Amazing. I had the chance to officiate his wedding between him and his wife, Bobby. He's a big WoW Classic player. He's actually one of our Burning Crusade WoW Classic officers right now, okay? And just last week, his wife gave birth to their first child. Incredible. So good. So stinking good. So naturally, he's going to be AFK for a little while. You know, his wife's had a brand new baby. Obviously, his entire life is different now, for sure, in a beautiful way. So he's, you know, obviously going to have to step back. He's not quitting as an officer. He's just, you know, he's AFK. He had a baby. And so he's going to be AFK for a little bit. And then he's going to come back and he's going to be behind. And him coming back is going to look different than him before, right? Because, for example, he's not going to come back. Oh my goodness, dude, I dodged out of it. That was crazy. So when he comes back, he's going to be busier than when he left. Yo, by the way, Shanzi, good to see you back. Oh my God. All right, we got to lock in here. I'm throwing. Shanzi, I love you, brother. How goes life? It's so good to see you. Appreciate the fantastic follow. You absolute legend. Bro, you need that penguin, Shanzi. We're here to encourage you, pray for you, love on you. Also, I got... Bro, this thing is hardcore, dude. I'm teleporting out. I got out. Praise the living God. Pray. Dude, this is actually insane. We have to lock in. I gotta lock in. We'll get him after. Oh my! I'm alive! And good thing we didn't overreact. Bro, that was actually crazy, bro. We gotta lock in, dude. And they spawn out of nowhere. Crazy, dude. Chauncey, how you been, brother? It's good to see you, man. So yeah, so Pap Pap, right? Back to my why Guild Wars 2, I think, is the MMO for a lot of people, man. Pap Pap, his wife had a brand new baby. Obviously going to be AFK for a little bit. But even when he gets back to a new sense of normalcy, his normal is going to look different than it did before, right? So the amount of time he had to play Classic WoW before his kid was here is going to look different than the amount of time he has to play Classic WoW when his kid is here. So not only is he going to fall behind in Classic WoW, because that's how the game is, you know, designed, but he's going to have less time to catch back up. And that's just tough for people. You know what I mean? It's just tough. But in Guild Wars 2, dude, first of all, no monthly subscription. So even if you're only playing a little bit, like, you know, you don't have to justify it. It's tough to justify paying $15 a month when you play 3 hours a month. Now, I'm not saying Pap's only going to play 3 hours a month, but you get my point. It's just harder to justify. But when there's no subscription, I just log in whenever I can, and there's no guilt associated to it. But also, like, you just make progress little by little by little. So even if there's a goal that you're working on that would take someone 3 weeks, and it takes you 6 months, who cares? You still enjoyed it and you still made progress. And then you have a baby or you got a new job and you take a break from the game for a year and you come back and you just pick up where you left off. It's really great, man. Now, like I said, I actually enjoy, my inventory's full. I actually enjoy the starting over. I enjoy the getting gear over and over again. It's fun. But although I enjoy it, my schedule does not. Schedules, it's not. So for a lot of people, I think Guild Wars, really is just the most practical MMO for them. If you're an MMO player, I would really highly recommend you check out Guild Wars 2. It's an unbelievable game. Temptillion finally started Guild Wars 2, just in a bit in addition to WoW. It's been interesting, even though I'm still new. Temptillion, my biggest tip for you as a WoW player coming to play Guild Wars 2 is in this game, you just have to set your own goals. The game doesn't give you a clear path of like what to do and when to do it. Now, it will do a little bit of that when you're leveling through the storyline. Just kind of, do the main storyline, level from 1 to 80, and that will feel like it's given you a pretty clear linear path. But then once you're 80, you're kind of like, what the heck do I do, right? So like in World of Warcraft, it's kind of clear. You start out with normals, then you go to heroics, then you do mythic zeros, then you do mythic plus, and then you raid. And it kind of gives you like a path. Guild Wars gives you no path. It gives you 8 million options, but you don't have to do any of them. You can do them at any pace you want, at any time you want. And so that's where you kind of gotta, I really tried to get that off, dude, and I thought I could actually get that off. That was rough. And where is the waypoint? No, I think he's gonna res me. Dude. I tried to get it off and then teleport. Do we have to literally start over? No, there was like a checkpoint right here, right? No. Dude. This thing is sweaty. I have underestimated this. Wow, dang. Let me see if we got any guildies. Any guildies want to come help do this tower quest? That's no joke, bro. I went to go res them. I was like, dude, this is cutting it close, but I think I can res and then teleport out. But I underestimated. So yeah, you got to kind of set your own goals of like what you want to do, because everything is available to you. And in one sense, it's awesome, but in another sense, it can feel overwhelming. And you're kind of like, if I can do everything, I don't actually know like what to do. So set your own goals. What kind of gear do you want? Do you want to work towards Ascended or Legendary? What classes do you want to level? What elite specializations do you want to level? Do you want to play the expansions? Do you enjoy PvP? Do you like World v World PvP, which is so much fun? Do you want to do the raids? There's a lot to it. Let me see. Want to keep going? I want to see if he'll give it another try. I'm down if he's down. I am down if he's down. Kill PR, it's good to see you. Oh yeah, I saw the announcement trailer. Oh yeah, I did. I am pumped for Guild Wars 3. And honestly, I think what I'm even more pumped for than I am for Guild Wars 3 is I'm just pumped for the fact that they're going to keep all 3 games going simultaneously. That's what I think I'm most excited about. Okay, Holy Spirit said teleport to a friend. Where are you at, bro? Whoa. Dude, you're a legend, dude. Jacoby, thanks for getting us here, bro. Let's see if that other guy can come. What up, Lorraine? How you doing? Yeah, exactly. Golf, it can be overwhelming. And Stone Shot, I agree. I think $15 a month to play an MMO. Obviously, everyone's financial situation is different, but I think $15 a month, even if you only play a couple hours a month, I think it's still a pretty solid deal. Here's how I justify it. If I'm willing to pay $15 to go see a 2-hour movie, then for me, am I willing to pay $15 in an entire month's time, even just to get 5 hours of gameplay? That's 2.5 times the movie that I was willing to pay to go see. And a lot of gamers play more than 5 hours a month. A lot of WoW players play significantly more than 5 hours a month. Not everyone, but a lot of people. So personally, I've never seen an issue with the price tag of WoW subscription. Now, of course, would I rather the game be free? Yeah, for sure. But I also want to be realistic that you got to pay for the game somehow. All right, I'm going to lock in here a little bit. Are you joking? Bro, what even killed me? Dude, this is crazy talk. Need to get out of the bad. There's more bad. Dude, if even Jacoby is getting wrecked, there's no hope for me. Dude. He's hitting like a truck, dude. That's no joke. That is no joke. Wow. Sheesh. Kill Grats on the 3400 IO. That's actually pretty legit. That's pretty legit. Dang. Dude, you think we can do this, just the two of us? I don't know. It's not looking pretty good, man. It's not looking too good that we can do this with the two of us. Dang. That's crazy. Just sweaty, bro. And I'm on my rogue and I don't play very well. I'm way better at my my Guardian. Way better. And how did you get all the way there, dude? Anarchy, are you really jumping back into TBC? Because we are actually actively building up our TBC guild right now. Recruiting new officers, building our team, working on recruitment, and really working towards building our 25-man roster. Personally, for me, if I were to take aside all of my responsibilities, of XP Church, lead pastor, being a content creator, being a streamer, if I were to take all of that out of the picture, what game do I want to be consistently playing? Burning Crusade Classic. Period. I want to be raiding every week in Burning Crusade Classic. If I could only pick one game right now to be playing for the next couple years, it would be Burning Crusade. Burning Crusade, like just Classic, going into Classic Plus, stuff like that. And so, like, I'm really, honestly, some of it's honestly selfish. I just want to, like, I want to build up Burning Crusade because I want to play the game. But I know there's other people in our church that want to play too. We don't even need to have a bajillion people, but we just want to get to the place where we have got a solid 25 people in our community, fellowshipping Tuesday, Friday nights, and just playing together. And I think there's a lot of potential to build towards Classic Plus. We may even end up going into Wrath, and honestly, Mag, I would be down for that, dude. Naxxramas, Uldar, Ice Crown Citadel. Dude, I would be down If we have a community, I would so be down for that. I would so be down for that, bro. To be honest, I'm actually really sad. And it wasn't the right time, but I'm actually really sad our church wasn't in the place to do that at the start of this classic anniversary. Man, that would have been the bomb, dude. To have started with classic anniversary and just kept going all the way to classic plus would have been unbelievable, dude. Would have been unbelievable. If it wasn't such a grind and we already had the people, I think it'd be fun when we hit a point where we've cleared all the content to then actually go back and temporarily play Season of Discovery, because it's really fast paced, but I don't think that's realistic at all. But it'd be fun. It would be fun. The Season of Discovery I actually thought was really enjoyable. Really enjoyable. And Mag, I know that you like Wrath better than TBC. But yeah, if anyone here is interested in playing Burning Crusade with our community on the Alliance side, Dream Scythe, we are actively recruiting for our 25-man raid team. And even if you're still leveling, like we actually want to help you level. We want to help you get geared. We want to help you get attuned. We're still raiding every week. Now, I'm not raiding this week because I'm moving. So every night I'm like hardcore packing after work. But we really want to help people get in. We're recruiting new officers. We just recruited Nikki. She is our newest officer. And Nikki's been putting in work. Okay. Let me show you guys what she has been up to. Not only hanging out with people in Discord, creating community engagement, but she also got into the official Dream Scythe Discord server and made an official recruitment post in the Discord. You see all these guilds that are recruiting? We now have a post in there. And she's been putting in work. But I really want to see it grow. Now, it's going to take time. The hard thing that makes growing a classic community, that makes it tough, is there's so many limitations. First of all, it's a pretty significant time commitment to play classic. And that in itself makes it hard for people. Well, it's a time sink to level. Once you're leveled, you can raid log pretty easily. But man, to get to max level it's a grind. It's a really, really big grind. And so most people, unfortunately, are just like, dude, I don't even want to do that. But another thing that makes it hard is you have to be in the same server and in the same faction. So we actually run into a lot of people that are like, dude, I'd love to come play Burning Crusade with your church. What server are you on? And they're like, I'm on a different server. Or I would love to come play with you guys. Are you guys Horde? No, we're Alliance. Oh, sorry. Actually makes it tough. Makes it tough to grow it because there's so many limitations that get in the way. So Jacoby, that's your last try. I can teleport to you again. Sorry, I missed your message. My apologies. We're gonna lock in. All right. Oh, that's true. Or are you EU or are you US? That makes it so hard, dude. All right, let me read one more comment and then I'm gonna hardcore lock in on this right here. I want to check back with Anarchy's message. Let me see. I've been leveling a hunter. Just walked all the way to the undead lands for... Oh, dang. Sheesh. Now, what's the tip that you mentioned, Desert? I'll check back after this. I don't want to keep Jacoby waiting too long. All right, I'm locked in. We're getting this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you're ready, Jacoby, you lead the way, brother. Dang, dude, he's still 558. That's crazy. Oh, it's a clip. All right, I'll check it after this. Whenever he's ready. Let's go. We gotta lock in. Summon my inner gamer. Okay, did that. I do want to clear this territory around. Just to make things easy. Okay, sick. I slowed him down. His shield is broken. Dude, Jacoby just took so much damage. And his spin to win is really what we gotta make sure we're getting out of. Dude, and he's tanking. But dude, he's taking some serious damage. I'm trying to throw a heal on him. And dude, he's just kiting. Yeah, that spin to win is like almost guaranteed just death. And I don't want to be anywhere near him for it. Yeah, we need some crowd control. He's got a CC bar. It's not going down. Uh-oh. All right, I'm going to try and kite him away. Dude, this I can't get him. There's no way. I couldn't get him. That's crazy, bro. Can I juke? Can I juke? Juked into the res. Nah. Oh, bro, this is actually nuts, dude. It's actually nuts. We may need more people for this. Yo, Irad Senshi is back again. Welcome home, Celeste. God bless you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everything going? Good to see you. Yeah, I may need to gather some more people before we tackle this one on. If even Jacoby can't help me with it, because Jacoby is a max level bajillion hours in this game sweat, dude. Pinky, I do need some more skills too. Absolutely, bro. I said Guild Wars was good. I never said I was good. Yo, catch me in World of Warcraft though. World of Warcraft, dude. I do some wizard level gameplay while reading chat. I don't even look at the screen. Guild Wars 2? I look at the screen, I still don't know what's happening. All good, man. Guys, hearts and chat for Jacoby for trying to help with that. What an absolute legend, dude. So, like, this game offers some real challenge, man. I mean, this challenge we were trying to do, I think it said recommended up to 25 players, and we were doing it with 2. So, not exactly surprising when it doesn't work out. But for those who need a little convincing, let me show you some of the classes in this game, okay? First and foremost, you see this thief? This thief is unbelievable. Let me show you the classes that I've got. I've got my Guardian. Guardian is pretty similar to like a Paladin. Whatever you guys would know like a Paladin in MMOs to be. This is pretty similar. But the unique thing about Guild Wars 2 that I think is one of the most unique things for any MMO I've played is they're not afraid to break the rules. And what I mean by that is when you think of a Paladin, right? You think of like a big plate wearing, sword wielding, probably utility / healing type character. And that's definitely true of the Guardian, but it's more than that. The Guardian has a couple what's called the elite specializations, which in WoW terms is like, your different specs. So you can be your typical Paladin, which is what I am as a Luminary. I got a big old 2-handed weapon. I could do some heals, some shield effects, very basic, but awesome Paladin, theme. But then you can also be a Paladin. It's a different spec. Lots of mobility and literally a bow. I can be a bow-wielding Paladin, bro. I literally can jump to a teammate and throw some heals with wings while wielding my bow. Or you can be, what's it called? It's the dual-wielding one. Let me actually log in because I can't remember. You can be a high mobility, dashing around, 2 one-handed sword dual-wielding Paladin. It is so sick, dude. It is so sick. I'm forgetting the name of it off the top of my head. Someone let me know in chat. Otherwise, I'll log in and read it. It is... And they move some of the stuff around as well. Dragon Hunter is the bow one. It's been a while. Here we go. Willbender. Willbender is the one with the high mobility. Dragon Hunter is the bow one. Luminary is the pretty typical, you know, paladin-esque one. And then Firebrand is a healer, but also can be damage based off like bleeds and like AoE effects. Like there's so much uniqueness and so many options. Then you've got the epic Elementalist, your typical mage, which has so many awesome specs. Every class in this game could be a healer, by the way. Super cool. You've got your ranger, which is your typical, you know, hunter. Pets and bows and arrows and stuff. But you can also be a ranger healer. It's called the druid. Mesmer, I think, is one of the most unique classes in any MMO I've ever played. It's like a illusion type, clone making, mind game type character. I know that's a weird description. They're so cool. And you can use a two-handed sword at a range. Oh, it's sick, dude. Mesmer is one of the coolest classes. Then you've got your, what is this, my engineer? Engineer uses lots of tools, weapons, traps, really cool things like that. Then you've got your warrior, pretty typical warrior, but you can also be a warrior healer. I think it's called Paragon. Sick, dude. You've got your, this is another unique one. This is called the Revenant. I think it's called Revenant. I don't really know too much about it, to be honest. I haven't leveled it. It's level 1. You've got your, is it Necromancer? It's being covered on the side. Let me get that out of the way. Yeah, Necromancer. Typical warlock type stuff. And then I actually have 2 guardians. But like, it's just so unique, man. And again, I think the biggest sell point for me is like, I haven't played the game in a while. And I just logged in. I'm just picking up where I left off. I've lost no progress. Like Moon said earlier, it's like so discouraging to like literally sneeze in World of Warcraft and you've already fallen behind. You know what I mean? Which, by the way, is absolutely hilarious. She said, I'm tired of taking a week off to blow my nose and then falling out of the top bubble in each season. Yeah, it just is unrealistic for just a lot of people in their schedule. Like, people have lives, man. You know, like, some people have a lot of time to play games and stuff, but some people just, they don't. And it sucks that a lot of the ways MMOs are designed today is to punish you for having a life. Punish you for having responsibilities, you know? It's rough. Just rough. And so I think Guild Wars 3, I think for a lot of people, is going to be a big deal. And the reason I think so is because obviously, like, the idea of starting something that's new for most people is oftentimes more exciting than starting something that is already like almost 15 years old, which I think is just a mindset thing, but I think it deters a lot of people from wanting to even try the game. And getting in from the very beginning is there's just something unique to it, you know? And so I think there's a lot of people are going to be like, you know what, dude, if I can get in and not feel like I'm super behind all these other people, I'm more likely to get in. So I think that they'll do it. I think it's going to be huge. Now, what I want to do a little bit of PvP, but I want to actually, you know what, dude? I did at one point today. I did want to log in Guild Wars 1 as well. I wanted to showcase that a little bit too. And now that we're kind of in a natural pause right here, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna try that just for a little bit. I probably don't even want to spend too much time on it, but I want to showcase a little bit of Guild Wars 1 because it is such a good old school style MMO. I think it's great. Is Guild Wars 3 cross-platform? It will be from PC and PlayStation 5. Guild Wars 2 is only on PC, unfortunately. Guild Wars 1 is actually coming to mobile as well. But Guild Wars 3 will be PlayStation 5. I don't think it's coming to Xbox. Yeah, I don't think it's coming to Xbox. But it is coming to PS5. I don't have one. Guys, did y'all hear that GTA 6 is coming to console first and PC a year later? Is that actually true? That's what I heard. Now, I don't plan on playing much GTA 6, but I do plan on doing a little bit of RP and doing some evangelism in the game. And using a game that has a lot of bad, but using it for good. Yeah, Anarchy, yeah, I've already played Guild Wars 1. Yeah. No, sorry, not Anarchy. You said the jump thing. Oh, no, that was Anarchy. Yeah, nice. Which is crazy. I did not expect that. Because I don't have a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox. I had a PS5 way back in the day, but I sold it. And I don't have one anymore. And I don't know, dude. I want to jump in on the GTA 6 hype. I only really want to do RP. I don't plan on playing the campaign. For me, GTA 6 has too much ungodly content for me to play the campaign. At least these days. I'll be honest. My flesh used to love playing them when I was younger. I just can't justify picking up strippers and doing cocaine, and even though it's just a video game, I can't these days I just can't justify it anymore. Can't. But I would like to get in the RP and walk around and talk to people, like real people, and evangelize to them. I want to RP as a pastor, except I'm not actually RPing because I actually really am one. Now, will the RP servers and everything, will those come out with console release, or is that only going to be with PlayStation? I have no idea. Ready, why'd you sell your PS5? That was probably 5 years ago. I never played it, and to be honest, at that point, I just really needed the money, so I just sold it. And I got back all the money I paid for it, which was legit. Bought it for 500, sold it for 500. Yeah, so I wonder if the hype's not going to be really, really huge until PC. I'm not sure. Ready, my personal opinion on Diablo 4, and this is as someone that really actually loves the Diablo like franchise. I love the gameplay. Diablo 4, I think, has taken a little bit too dark of a turn to where if people are going to play it as a follower of Jesus, I think I'd probably recommend you skip the campaign. Cutscenes are super dark and demonic. Storyline is really taking a deep dive. Now, obviously, the lore and a lot of stuff has always been dark and not so great, but it's really taken like a dive off the deep end. It really has. Let me showcase a few of the Guild Wars 1 characters before I actually log in mine and show you guys a little gameplay. And again, everything you're seeing right now, well, let me just confirm. Is Guild Wars 1 free? I think so. It's not free to play. Okay. So Guild Wars 1 is actually not free to try, but I think it's like, what, $20? Let me see how much it costs. Store. Guild Wars. Reforge. $20, okay. So if anyone is looking for an old school style MMO, this is some footage about Guild Wars 1, and I'll actually show you some stuff in game. No monthly subscription. You keep your progress. All that good stuff. Dude, old style MMOs, they just hit for me, man. They really do. And it's on Steam Deck, and this is coming to mobile, guys. What you're seeing, everything you're seeing right now will soon be on mobile. I think it's coming out in different regions, but if you live in the Pacific Northwest, I checked last night. Let me see what day it's coming out. It's coming out in June. They're rolling it out like region by region, but Guild Wars Reforged on the Apple App Store releases in my region on June 24th. And I'll be playing this on my iPad while I lay in bed at night falling asleep. Probably every single night, dude. Which is crazy. Let's go. What I think I'm going to do for this game, guys, is I'm going to wait until Guild Wars 1 has another big, like, surge of hype. Because this is, even though this is a 20-year-old game, they've actually now gone back to adding new content. So they are now actively developing the game. The developers of the game came out and said one of the big mistakes that they made when Guild Wars 1 was their MMO, and then they made Guild Wars 2, they basically stopped developing Guild Wars 1 and moved all of their attention to Guild Wars 2. They say they learned from that lesson, they regretted it, that it was harmful for the game. And so what they did was they kept Guild Wars 1 open, people could play it, but it was in what's called maintenance mode. They added no new content, nothing. Now with Guild Wars 3, they're like, we learned from our mistakes, we're not going to do that again. So even though Guild Wars 3 is coming out, all three versions of the game will be live service games that will be actively supported. Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 3 will all continue to get regular updates. Now, this is crazy. I was in another Guild Wars 1 streams, Guild Wars 1 streamer stream this morning, who really connected to the game, that are ArenaNet partner, and he said he's been connecting with some people, and it's not 100% confirmed, but he said right now, if it works out the way that ArenaNet is currently planning, he said that they're looking to stagger their releases, meaning that like Guild Wars 1 gets a new update, and a couple months later, like, or you know, whatever the time frame is, then Guild Wars 2 gets an update, then Guild Wars 3 gets an update, then Guild Wars 1, then Guild Wars 2, then Guild Wars 3, so that the players can bounce back and forth between those updates and enjoy all three games without them interfering with one another. My biggest gripe with Blizzard in the way that they do classic and retail is they release all their updates like at the same time. Oh, it drives me nuts, dude. They release Burning Crusade and Midnight like 3 weeks apart. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? They release like their new seasons and new raids almost always like super close to each other. Like, dude, you're cannibalizing your own audience. People would play both, not all people, but a lot of people would play both games if they didn't interfere with each other. You forced them to pick one or the other. So I'm like, if Guild Wars 1 is going to stagger their updates, I think that's just huge. I think it's absolutely huge. Wait, Possum, are you saying like new footage that we didn't see the other day? Is there actual new Kingdom Hearts footage? If there is, we'll pause and watch that, and then we'll get back into Guild Wars 1. I saw the video that came out a couple days ago. But if you're saying that there's more, I have not seen that. There's a 5-minute trailer out. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have not seen this. But I don't see it. One day. No, that's not it. Okay, this is the official Kingdom Hearts channel. No, we've seen this. And I don't see a 5-minute trailer. Maybe it's on IGN. No, that's from 40 years ago. I don't see anything. Yeah, I think this is... We've already seen the most recent stuff. But I'm pumped. I'm pumped. And confirmation, guys. Kingdom Hearts is not only coming out on the Switch 2. It's coming out pretty much like everything. I don't know about Xbox, though. I don't know about Xbox. But it'll be on a bunch of different stuff. A bunch of it. Yeah, so in Guild Wars 1, again, I'm very new to this game. I don't really understand much about it. But there is so many different classes to pick, and you can combine them. Different expansions to play through. You've got, of course, your warrior, your ranger, your monk, your necromancer, mesmer, elementalist. And when you play the game, you combine 2 classes. That's how this game works. So my guy is a warrior monk, just similar to feeling like a paladin. But then other expansions have other classes. I know I'm kind of in the way, but this is the ritualist. Then you've got the assassin. I don't know if we already saw the mesmer. And then I think there is, yeah, the paragon and the dervish. I don't know what the dervish is. But these are sweet. And I haven't played through them. I started with the first one, who is prophecy. I think that's the first one. So I made a warrior monk. Now this is definitely classic style MMO. This is for the old school lovers, all right? In this game, you can't even jump. Like I'm literally over here spamming spacebar. And it does nothing. I don't personally have a problem with it, but you gotta really like the old school style MMOs. What I really want to do with this game is I want to make it a seasonal game that we get a bunch of people in our community to all buy the game and play it for like 2 months together. Because the beauty of this game is it's like Guild Wars 2. You can pick it up and put it down whenever you want. Come back to the game whenever you want. But you can do the dungeons, you can do the raids, you can do a bunch of group content together with your friends. Play for a month or 2 and then quit. Like that's how this game is designed to be able to be played. It doesn't punish you for taking a break. So I'm like, man, if we just got a bunch of people to all play at the same time so we could all have like really fun groups to play with. And then just naturally, we know how the gaming community works at this point. People get really excited, they play a game, and then, you know, they want to move on. And so I don't know if I would do a permanent Guild Wars 1 community. We would need a leader for it, and we would need enough interest. Personally, I don't think we definitely do not have enough interest in our church to have a Guild Wars 1 community as of right now. But I think a seasonal game, even if we just got like 25 people that are like, yeah, dude, I want to play for the next 6 weeks. I think it'd be fun, man. I think the biggest problem we have in our church, because we're a variety gamer church. Like we're not a church that just plays one game. We have a variety of different gamers in our community. So because of that, we have people that all play a bunch of games and they're looking for more people to play with. But when there's no structure to bring people together and you join a Discord and there's no easy way for you to find like who are the people who play the same game that I do, that makes it really hard. So instead of having a bunch of people scattered that all play a bunch of different games, the mindset behind the seasonal game is like, what if for a short period of time, we just funneled everyone's attention. Hey guys, for the next 6 weeks, we're all going to play this game. Or at least as many people who want. And then when that's over, we're going to play a new game. And then when that's over, we're going to play a new game. So Rust is our current seasonal game, which ends July 11th. So I'm already beginning to plan and ask, what's the next game? What's the next seasonal game that we can kind of funnel everyone's attention to? Let's play that game. But it's very, very much a learning experiment. Like, if I could go back and do Rust again, I would have done 1 month rather than 2. And instead of doing 1 month where we kind of spaced out the updates and spaced out the events, I would have done 1 month where we did all of that in a shorter period of time. Because after 1 month, you know, the hype is already pretty much, it's mostly gone. Mostly gone. I think we can bring it back a little bit, but it won't be the same as when we first launched, right? There's like a window. You guys are gamers, you know how it works, right? People get super hyped, and then 3 weeks later, they're on to the next big thing, right? And so, like, finding the sweet spot of capitalizing on that attention, and it's time sensitive. We were already late to the Rust game because we didn't have seasonal games in our community. This is our first attempt at a seasonal game. So it's a lot of learning, but I think if we can time it, next time Guild Wars 1 does a big update and there's new content and a lot of attention on it, maybe they do a sale like they just did this past weekend. I think it'd be fun to all kind of get in. Especially, we got a lot of people that are in the 30s, 40s, 50s in our community. And so a lot of us can remember the old school MMO type feel. And so even if people didn't play Guild Wars 1, I think there's probably a lot of nostalgia. It's for a lot of people. So let me show you guys a little bit of combat and question this game. I gotta remember how to play, to be honest. It's been a while. So I go to my quest log, and I'm only level 6, dude. So I'm not very far. Okay, so then that icon is where I gotta go. That's a little bit further off. You find maybe a closer one. That wants me to go to Regent Valley. Okay, that wants me to go here. So I will actually do that. And I think you can teleport from one city to the next. I think so. Yes. I can go there. Let's go. Yes, guys, the Rust server, if y'all want to jump in, the Rust server is done. The reset, the new map, PvP enabled only in the monument areas. Some quality of life updates. So if you want to check it out, you are more than welcome. I'll be doing that next week on stream. Okay, so I got to unalive 5 shatter or flesh gargoyles. You have unalived 0. Well, I'm going to get all 5, dude. I'm going to get all 5, man. Mag, this game was made in 2005. You can't jump because not even gravity had been invented. Dude, you're not wrong, bro. You are not wrong, dude. All right, where are these gargoyles at? Are you a gargoyle? You don't look like one. You don't look like one at all, dude. Johnny, I actually think that doing Sea of Thieves actually would be a great game for that, dude. I think Sea of Thieves would make a great seasonal game. I actually think it would be really, really good. And remind me, I have it written down, but what's the date for the launch of the new custom servers again? Okay, you are not gargoyle. Level 3, though. I don't want to fight multiple of you, though. This game is sweaty, bro. Don't underestimate it. All right, can I take 2 of you at the same time? And what do my abilities do? Why am I not smacking back? Oh, I got hit left click, that's why. I couldn't remember. A little heal. I'm smacking. Now it's chill, slower based combat. And some people hate that. I find it very, very therapeutic and relaxing. Whoa, 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 brother. You have not been invited to this party. You have not been invited, brother. Sheesh. Mag Rust Wipe, been up for 2 days. We got tier 3 last night. You guys are sweaty, dude. My goodness, bro. You guys are so sweaty. Sheesh. Dang, man. Yeah, influence. Gotcha, bro. Let me know if that works. And honestly, I can do... Let me know it works for you, bro. Okay, so it's telling me that zombies are just like somewhere in this general vicinity. I'm very new to Guild Wars 1, so I'm learning the ways. A true warrior got to be tough to survive on Ascalon after the searing. You've got to show me some prowess in battle before I acknowledge you as a true warrior. Defeat 5 of these shatter or flash gargoyles. Now are some of these? No, those are stone elementals. It doesn't give me like a specific area where they are. I might honestly just do a simpler quest. It's more straightforward. Just to kind of show off the combat. This one is actually an escort. I'll start with that one. Dun, 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 dun. Tartar, any Guild Wars 2 tips before I play? My best Guild Wars 2 tip for someone that is literally just starting the game for the first time would honestly be simply to just go into it and play the game however you want. So understand that the game has like level scaling. So you can just go around and play the zones, not in any order that you want, because you can't go to a zone that's higher level than you are. But if you really like a zone, but the map says you're like too high level for it. Oh, and actually, here's a gargoyle, dude. Let's go. You actually can just stay there and keep leveling, and you'll keep getting experience. Because you will actually scale down to the level that those mobs are. And so if you enjoy that area, just stay there and enjoy it. Look out for the golden hearts and try to complete as many of the golden hearts as you can. Yes, this is what I wanted. No, 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 no. No, crap. I want only one of you. I keep hitting spacebar to jump. I finally found a gargoyle. I was actually ready to move on. Then I found a gargoyle. Oh, and there's another one. No, that's not a gargoyle. Tis not a gargoyle. If I can get you by yourself, then I can finish you and then get him. Dude, you aggroed from way over there? That's crazy. All right, let's see if I can take them both. Now, why are my first 2 abilities like unusable? I don't understand. They used to be usable. I'll throw some enchants down. I think 6 is my big heal. It's been a while. This Nerdian. You keep at it, girl, with your declutter challenge. Now, for some people, this is their cup of tea. Some people, this is the slowest paced thing they've ever seen. Dude, it releases in 1 week, man. Dang. So soon. That's so soon, dude. That's a bummer, dude, because it's hard hard to capitalize on multiple games that they all release at the same time. And it's also hard. Did all three of these just aggro? Dude, from Guam, bro. From Guam, dude. Dude, okay, I need to heal. Big heal, big heal, big heal. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. We're good, we're good. Bro, this is so sweaty. Oh my god, bro. Welcome to old school MMOs, dude. Oh, I'm so dead. And when you die in this game, you lose experience. Okay, I need to be mindful of the dangerous areas, be really careful. Sheesh, bro. I've lost 15% of my strength. All right, well, I'm going to go back to that military escort quest while I do that. Ooh, but that's actually where I was going, so I'm not doing that one now. Where does this have me go? And I think I was wrong about losing experience. There's another MMO that does that. But maybe it's actually not this one. This one you just weaken for 15%. JB said, is this like WoW? I mean, in a sense to where it's an MMORPG, so there's open world questing, killing mobs, grouping up, dungeons, raids, things like that. But it's also very, very, very different than WoW at the same time too. This game, I think, is a lot more practical for your everyday adult who wants to play an MMO. And the reason being is you keep your progress. There's no monthly subscription. You get your gear to a certain level, and now you can just enjoy all of the dungeons and raids. You can just enjoy all of them. Play the game when you want to play it, put it down, take a break. You could play this game, take a break for 2 years, come back, and literally just pick up where you left off. Like, it's just for a lot of people, super practical, man. Super practical. Now, this is Guild Wars 1, so some people just might not be into the whole old school MMO. I personally love them. Especially as I get older, I kind of long for just a more of like a relaxing therapeutic type game. And I think a lot of old school MMOs deliver that. While still offering like a challenge that feels rewarding to overcome, which I think is really, really fun. That's what this game is all about, dude. All about. Yeah, JB said it. It's tough to get into WoW, not only because of the subscription, but again, you have to keep up with it. It becomes like a job. I mean, some people really love that. And I personally enjoy it, but my schedule doesn't. My schedule makes it hard for me to actually keep up. And I don't like falling behind. Don't like falling behind. It's a bad feeling. But in this game, you can't fall behind. You just play your pace. All right, so here I got to escort this guy to Ascalon City, and I got to escort Farmer Harnett, who is this guy right here. Will you follow me now? I think he's got a little bit of story. There we go. And I got to bring you to Old Ascalon City. All right, I must protect this guy at all costs. At all costs, man. Dude, there's just something, I don't know what it is, man, but there's just something beautiful about old school MMOs. I see that mob fighting me as well. Now, I don't understand why my 1 and 2 button are no longer working. Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, it's because I think it was programmed for my sword and shield. Yeah, so it depends on what weapon you currently have equipped. And I forget, in this game, you could change weapons mid-combat. There we go. I haven't played in a while, so I need to remember my abilities. That shout is a buff. That gives a bleed. How is this dude? Is this dude getting healed? Now, I don't want to aggro more mobs, though. Yeah, I think he was getting healed by this dude. You were definitely getting healed, for sure. Now my teammate's getting low. Ah, crap. Oh, crap! My dude is in trouble. Oh, you're dead. Well, I'm not dying with you, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Sorry, bruh. Sorry, bruh. Now, do I fail quests or does he just respawn over here? Guys, that did not go according to plan, dude. That did not go according to plan, dude. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. But this is what I mean about a cool seasonal game. Doing this together with friends would be awesome. Because you guys, for anyone that plays Guild Wars 1, remind me, you can do this in, I think, groups of 5 when walking around the world, I think. I'm super brand new, so feel free to backseat game, help me out. I'm a big fan of the Guild Wars franchise, but I am still new to it. But I think it's got so much potential, man. And the fact that they're going to keep all 3 games going, I think is sick. Okay, well, I want to fight this guy for right now. Because these are actually gargoyles. So these are actually the mobs I need for the other quest. Wait, Disnerding, did you download this? Let's go. Wait, is my farmer back? Nah, he's still unalive. Feels bad. Yeah, one of us. It's fun. I am going to probably be playing a lot of this on mobile when it releases. Just laying in bed at night. It's just slow. It's chill. Relaxing. This would be a great game to just sit in Discord and just like talk, hang out, and vibe, dude. So good. Whoa. Hold on, Hardcore Mike. Hardcore Mike, if you guys don't know, 07's in chat to salute our Guild Wars guild leader in our church. He just said Guild Wars just dropped a new video 1 hour ago. Hold on. Yeah, Taco, isn't it nice, dude? The older we get, the more chill gaming is beautiful, bro. Beautiful. All right, guys, couple things, okay? We're gonna pause and watch this video. First and foremost, new YouTube video went live yesterday, reacting to Ryan Trahan's testimony. This guy right here, 23 million subscribers on YouTube. One of the largest in the whole world. He is a follower of Jesus and released a video unashamedly sharing his testimony. I'm talking no fluff. Gospel. He calls Jesus marvelous. Offers the only way to heaven. I mean, like, full, unashamed gospel. I really recommend you go check this out. We react to it. This is one of my favorite videos I've seen in a long time. He is now my new favorite YouTuber. Every single night before bed now, my wife and I have been watching his 50 States in 50 Days series. And it has been amazing. It has been amazing. But real quick, let me actually log out of Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 1. It'll give actually time for the mob to respawn anyway. And so I unfortunately let him die. And we got to check this bad boy out. Because they just released a new video about the setting and timeline. Oh my goodness gracious. Guild Wars 3. I'm so pumped, man. I'm so pumped. Guild Wars 3 was just announced and everyone is wondering, what is the timeline? Is it going to be in between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2? After Guild Wars 2, in this video, we sit down with the new studio head who's going to be telling us all about the setting and the timeline of Guild Wars 3. Let's dive on in.
Hi everyone, Colin here, Guild Wars 3 game director. I want to welcome you to our first look behind the scenes on Guild Wars 3. We want to invite you into the studio with the team at ArenaNet to share with you how and why we make decisions about Guild Wars 3 and some of the exciting details about the game.
I really like that they take time to really explain the why. Not just tell you, hey, here's what we're doing, but here's the mindset that goes behind it. I think it's great.
This is the first in a series of videos, blogs, and announcements we'll be sharing, and we hope that as you join us, you'll agree Guild Wars 3 is shaping up to be an entirely new and special MMO for series veterans and newcomers to the Guild Wars franchise alike.
Dude.
Let's start at the beginning. Why set Guild Wars 3 in Orth For newcomers to Guild
Or is like the universe not only within Tyria is like the world that Guild Wars is in, but Or is like a specific part of it.
Wars, it's a fresh start. Both existing games happen after, so it's a clean slate for everyone. And for our existing Guild Wars community,
Cool.
This is an era central to the Guild Wars universe. The lands of Or have waters that run deep across the franchise, from the Char invasion and the Vizier's connection to Or in Guild Wars Reforged, to the sunken ruins of the once great nation raised from the ocean floor by the Elder Dragon Zhaitan in Guild Wars 2. Or is where the gods lived and left. So many mysteries, untold stories, and questions across 21 years of games all arise from Or.
Wow.
We know for our existing Guild
This
Wars
is new to me.
fans the opportunity to explore these formative years, to speculate and theory craft together, to unravel the mysteries long hidden in Tyria's past will be incredibly compelling. But it's not just a chance to experience some of the big stories lost to history. It's also the opportunity to unveil countless stories we haven't teased before, characters you've never met that bring the golden age of Or to our timeline and to life. To our new community members, welcome to Tyria. We're expanding our reach with Guild Wars 3 and inviting a brand new generation of gamers to join us for this launch, our
cool,
first
man.
in more than a decade. Players on PlayStation 5, on Steam, and around the world will be able to join those playing on their ArenaNet accounts from the very beginning, setting this up to be by far the largest day one launch in Guild Wars franchise history.
That's gonna be
We
sick.
will all share the same world together. And as this timeline is one that's new for everyone, you don't need to have played any Guild Wars game to jump right into Guild Wars 3 and be on equal footing.
And that's huge. And I felt that in Guild Wars 2. I had never played Guild Wars 1, but when I played Guild Wars 2, I didn't feel behind or lost. And I'm glad to hear they're going to translate that to Guild Wars 3.
Of course, if you are a new player and would like to start exploring the Guild Wars universe today, there's no better time than right now. We highly recommend you check out Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 1.
I actually really, really recommend you do that as well. It was a really cool feeling for me, having played a decent amount of Guild Wars 2, but then going back and trying Guild Wars 1 and having a feel for one, just like, the game, the universe. Again, I'm still new, but like being like, oh my goodness, this area is in Guild Wars 2, but a little bit different. And now we're actually going to be able to have that going in from Guild Wars 1 to now going into 3. And I think that's just a really cool concept because it's the same world-ish, but in a different timeline. So it'll feel fresh, but also familiar at the same time. I think it's actually really cool.
We're doubling down on our mission to support all of our Guild Wars games into the future.
That's sick.
Guild Wars 2 will continue to grow and expand with new content, storylines, characters, and locations to come beyond the release of Guild Wars 3. We are intentionally leaving Guild Wars 2 room to breathe, free from the traditional constraints of a sequel that would follow it. We look forward to telling stories in Tyria far into the future and across several timelines with its epic lore.
That's so unique. Guys, has there ever been another MMO that has tackled this? Multiple games all running at the same time in the same universe, but in different timelines. I mean, obviously, Classic Plus and WoW Retail is doing it. But like, I don't know. Has this ever been done? I'm not sure.
Hi everyone, I'm Bobby Stein, Studio Narrative Director here at ArenaNet. This timeline is incredibly exciting for all of us on the narrative team. In the past, we've told a lot of stories where the stakes kept escalating, centered around globe-spanning, world-ending threats. Those stories have been an important part of Guild Wars, but as we started thinking about the future of the franchise, we found ourselves more interested in curating a different kind of experience. Instead of focusing on a planet embroiled in war, we wanted to show conflicts between guilds and other forces operating in this territory. Guild Wars 3 begins from a much more grounded place, during a time of rapid change, where magic is a powerful commodity. It's a story about Or, the people who call it home, and about the Veil Wardens, a guild struggling to reclaim their prominence in a land that's changing. Instead of fighting distant threats or abstract villains, we want to make sure the things you do have an immediate impact on the people who matter. Guild Wars 3 takes place over 1,000 years before the events of Guild Wars Reforged.
Wow.
Or is entering its golden age, when the human gods
Did I hear that right? 1,000 years before Guild Wars 1? I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
people who matter. Guild Wars 3 takes place over 1,000 years before the events of Guild Wars Reforged.
Wow, that's so unique, bro. Man, I'm so curious as to what the world's going to look like now. And that makes me now want to complete all of the Guild Wars 1 story, all of the Guild Wars 2 story, before Guild Wars 3 comes out. Wow, that's sick, dude. Now, they were clear you don't need to do that in order to feel like you know what's going on in Guild Wars 3. But, like with every other game, if you do know that stuff, you'll be able to appreciate so much more of the game. That's really cool, man. Wow, an MMO that goes backwards rather than forwards. Dude, I don't know if that's ever been done. I don't think that's ever been done in the MMO world. I could be wrong, feel free to correct me in chat, but that is really unique.
Or is entering its golden age, when the human gods entrust guilds to cultivate the land and protect its inhabitants from wild beasts and competing interests.
Yeah, Desdorf.
It's a time of rising tensions,
That's
when
legit.
magic is unobtainable by most, entrusted only to guilds that the High Council and the human gods choose. It's coveted by those who would misuse it, sometimes falling into the wrong hands and leading to disastrous outcomes. Above the dense forests and the wild plains, the shining city of Arah floats majestically against the clouds, visible from every direction. It's a source of comfort to some, and a threat to those who have fallen from divine favor. Under the city's shadow, farmers tend land and livestock to sustain a growing population. But rising tensions and unexpected hardships have everyone seeking help. Most turn to the Order of the Veil, the oldest guild on Or, to aid them in their time of need. However, recent events have caused the Veil Wardens to lapse in their duties. Not out of dereliction, but from exhaustion. There's simply too much land to cover and too few hands to pitch in. We're building a version of Or that's more layered and more detailed, more interconnected than anything we've done before. It's a world that we can continue to build on and evolve in meaningful ways as the game grows, breathing new life into familiar spaces and characters and giving you more reasons to return.
That's
We
legit.
can't wait to tell you more about Guild Wars 3, but you'll have to wait for future reveals to learn more about the lore, characters, gameplay, and systems we've been cooking up. Until then, may the Six watch over you.
I don't know what the 6 is. Dude, that's so cool, man. A new game in an old world. Now, one of the immediate questions that I can imagine is probably the answer, like, would be no, is can you play the Char? Which is a playable race in Guild Wars 2, not playable in Guild Wars 1, because they were not, like, in Guild Wars 1, if I remember correctly, the Char is an enemy. But then they reconcile, and in Guild Wars 2, they become an ally. So probably cannot play a Char in Guild Wars 3. Just interesting. Different playable classes and races in all 3 games. Different timelines, but the same universe. Same cohesive story, but taking place at different times. All within an MMORPG experience. Bro, I don't know if this has ever been done. And that is very exciting, bro. I will absolutely be present on day 1 of Guild Wars 3. And I hope y'all will join me. This is going to be sick, dude. That's going to be a blast, man. Okay, so the 6 human gods. Okay, so walk me through. I'm going to get back into Guild Wars 1. Walk me through what even is that? Like, are there just 6 famous gods in Guild Wars 1? Guild Wars 3 will not be free. I'm assuming that you'll have to buy the game for like $50 or whatever, but then there's no monthly subscription. That's what I'm assuming. And why is my auto run button not working anymore? And how do I get to settings again? Menu. It's F11. Isn't there a auto run button? Where are we at here, dude? And Mike, how does the Guild Wars 3 announcement make you feel, bro? Does it make you just like super hyped for just all things Guild Wars 2? Jeez. Says Dwarf, you picked a god to be kind of a follower when you rolled your character. Picked a god to be kind of a follower. What do you mean? Majin. Hold on. I want to not unalive here. I think I could take both these characters on. Please don't give me a third one. I think we'll actually be okay. Yeah, they got plenty of descriptions for their characters in Guild Wars 2 when you go to pick them. Plenty of descriptions for sure. Ah, Desert Dwarf. I remember now. That makes sense. I remember that now, actually. Do my big heal. There we go. Mike, so the Six are a small group of extremely powerful divine beings from somewhere deep in the myths, with powers rivaling those of elder dragons. They are worshipped by the Forgotten, as well as humans whom brought to Tyria. They have a central position in human culture, but have retreated from worldly affairs in the last 250 years. Oh. Okay, so they're almost kind of similar to like World of Warcraft's, oh my goodness. WoW has these big god stuff. And we have fought them little by little over the years. And Azeroth is one of them. I'm forgetting the name. Titans, that's what it is. Yeah. That's a shocker. I didn't perfectly know the lore. What's up, Hogue? It's good to see you, man. I think I'm actually almost done with that Gargoyle quest now. Can I not do 2 quests at the same time? Can I not? Because that was unaliving gargoyles. But I didn't get any credit for it. So you must not be able to do 2 quests at the same time. Oh no, you're not a gargoyle. That's why. You're a Grawl, whatever you are. Get over here, bro. Oh my goodness. I must protect this dude. And you're also not a gargoyle. But regardless, I gotta unalive you. Sick. I'm really pumped to see Guild Wars getting some attention now, man. I know it's not a game I play a ton these days, but I still think it deserves way more attention than it gets. I really do. Dude, does he have another healer back here? Dude, this guy. Dude, he's getting... This is crazy. Even with us both trying to target him. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I can heal allies. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, because he's not technically in my party. And dude, these guys, they don't go down. Oh, you're super dead, bro. Dude, they heal so much. I'm getting the heck out of here, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, these old school classic MMOs, they are punishing, dude. They are punishing. Okay, so I'm about to run for my life, bro. I'm about to run for my life, dude. And I gotta wait a while for this guy to respawn. Jeez, man. Dang. Guys, I'm gonna grab a little more caffeine, and then we're gonna pick up this quest. Let me just log out. So I don't want to live here. I'm gonna play some clips while I'm gone. Don't go anywhere. See you back in a couple minutes. Let's go. What? Like, you really can just play the game the way you want to play it. And if you really are addicted to dopamine and disappointment, you can do what I'm doing right now, like when I'm getting midnight. Oh my goodness, it's there, bro. Bro, I thought I got trolled. It didn't even look special, but it's actually there, bro. Oh, the farm is over, dude. The farm is actually over, bro. It didn't. I was confused. I was actually confused. It disappeared. Wait. Blizzard.
She's not wrong, though. She's not wrong. A lot of boys, when they're young, they be like, ooh, I'm with you forever. And then 2 seconds later,
Rainbow Six Siege, a game built on strategy and tactics. Susie Live, a man who has other strengths.
Other viewers? Bro, show me your face. Oh, my teammate! Either move that chat or move it out. Oh, I did it. Not sure. Get out of my...
Bro, sit down.
Excuse me, game? Did you see this? Bro, I clicked on the face, bruh. Whoa!
What?
What? Bro, how many? How? Bro, are you kidding me, bro? What's happening, dude? Dude took a freaking whiteout to my screen.
Wait.
Bro, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was Bro, Rainbow Six Siege, man. Nostalgia, dude. Guys, there's so many good games out there, man. How is one to even pick? How does one even pick just one game to play these days? There is so many options. Guys, let me know in chat. What's your current game of choice? What game are you currently and actively playing through? Hoagies, I spin a wheel every morning. Dude, you kind of got it these days, man. You honestly kind of got it, bro. Just JD, you're playing Skyrim Old School RuneScape. Oh yeah, my dude. I want to get 99 fishing one day. But I'll tell you, bro, trying to get 99 fishing doing sharks is so slow. So slow. I could take both these dudes. I could take both. Now I think so I'm changing to my... Maybe you can't change different weapons mid-combat. Maybe that's part of the problem. That actually might be part of it. Ireland, good to see you. Not really staying on one thing and been jumping around. What have you been jumping around between? Does grow if you're playing Minecraft, but you'll never guess what server. Are you kidding me, bro? Mike, do you see this hardcore gameplay? You're right, bro. They don't make them like they used to. They don't make them like they used to, bro. This is no joke. Because, Dwarf, I would never guess what server you're on. Not a clue. Bro, this is actually insane. I need to learn the strats, bro. And there's somehow just a cow? Susie Live playing Genshin. My wife, man. She used to be hooked on Genshin. I mean, hooked. It was insane. She's got easily 1,000 hours in that game. Strats are good. I gotta do it. The slower, more methodical strats. Some people really prefer those. I'll fight you. Are you just gonna keep padding around? Because if so, then I'm going back to my patrol quest. We'll do it. Awesome. I decided to give D4 another go, and I'm going to at least finish up the current seasonal content. But as soon as I'm done, I'm going to replay Minecraft Dungeons. Oh, let's go, dude. So, bro, what did you land on? And no judgment, man, because honestly, like, I haven't played enough, like I said, to make like a firm decision on what I would do about storyline. I think I lean more towards I'd probably skip cutscenes. What did you land on doing for yourself, bro? And again, no judgment. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played enough to really have a strong opinion. But Diablo 4's actual gameplay is fun, bro. It's a lot of fun, dude. Part of me wants to really badly go back and play Diablo 3. Probably not on stream, just like with my wife. But I don't know, dude. It's just... I don't know. It doesn't even make any sense, but now that Diablo 4 is out, I struggle to want to go back and play Diablo 3. And I don't even really have a reason. Because I can't even claim like, oh, when a new game is out, I don't want to go back and play the old version. Because I'm literally doing it right now. I do it with Classic Plus. So I don't even actually really know what it is. Maybe I need a therapist. I don't even know. Mag, it's fun, man. I mean, if you didn't already play Diablo 3, I am curious to see if you would be interested, because it is, you know, an older version with less quality of life updates. However, Diablo 3 makes you feel so strong, while Diablo 3 I think is a little bit more of a temperate version. Like, it, you don't feel as OP. Now Diablo 3 is not easy, but I don't know, it's faster paced. You feel super strong. I really like it, man. I really like it. Awesome. I still don't like how the story has gone. I plan to watch the cutscenes to get a full view opinion, but I just want to stick with min-maxing Craig's powerful build from now on. And Possum, and I can respect that too, because like you can't formulate an opinion until you actually check it out, right? So I think for me, I'm not saying like I'd have to watch every cutscene to form an opinion, but I think you got to watch at least enough of them, right? And I think, you know, especially for me, like I have the immense privilege, but also responsibility of being a spiritual leader. I think spiritual leaders get themselves in a rough spot when they formulate strong opinions about things they don't know anything about. They've never experienced, they've never done them. And right now, what happens in America all the time is pastors forming opinions about just straight up video games. And they've never even played them. The amount of pastors in today's world, and, you know, at least I hope they mean well, who will just say things like video games are bad and should be avoided by all people. I literally heard a podcast. We talked about this a little bit a couple weeks back. there was a podcast going around where one, was it either a guy? I think it was a guy. It was two married couples, pastors of churches talking to each other. And one of them said, it like a man who plays video games is almost the same as a guy who is addicted to pornography. I was like, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard, maybe in my entire life. Like, actually wild. Actually wild. Insane. Insane. Just JD, I legit saw a Twitter post from someone talking about men shouldn't play video games and instead raise up their family and stop pretending to be a leader just because you play video games. Like, that's what I mean, like the lack of understanding. Like, in a lot of people's minds, they think the only way someone can play a video game is if you let it completely dominate your life. You can't hold down a job. You neglect your family. And you just are addicted to the game. And that's the only way to play a game. It's the only way. But with proper understanding and research and knowledge before you get up on stage and formulate a really strong opinion, it's like, oh, you mean that like you could play a couple hours of video games a week in a way that is responsible, like a mature adult? You mean you can be someone that commits themselves to self-development, taking care of their family, being a responsible, contributing adult, and from time to time log in and socialize with some friends and fellowship while playing a fun game? It doesn't have to be this extreme. And it's like, I want to be honest, like just anyone with a brain, or at least half of one, can figure that out. Like, take Netflix. You don't have to binge 7 hours of Netflix. You can just watch one episode. Imagine a world where I could just watch one episode. Now, I would also discourage grown men from watching 6 hours of Netflix every day. But you want to watch, an episode 1 or 2 nights a week, especially with your wife. And that's the thing I think a lot of people don't even consider. Like, y'all don't realize a lot of these men, they're actually playing with their wife. They're actually playing with their kids. They're enjoying good quality family time with moderation. And it's just like crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Like, no pastor is perfect. I'm not perfect. Sometimes even my takes are bad. But a take as to say playing video games for a guy is like being addicted to, it can be as bad as being addicted to pornography, is such an uneducated, ignorant take that it's like, it's such an insanely dumb statement. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but it's such a uneducated, dumb statement that it makes me question your entire intelligence. Like, if you cannot understand the concept of like, you can just do a thing in moderation, it makes me question your entire intelligence. Like, this is such an L take. Like, how did you reach the platform you are without not being able to critically think enough to realize like you can just do this thing in moderation? Like, it's actually horrifying. Because there's having a bad take, and then there's like, wow, this take is so bad that how did you even achieve where you are in life? It's like, you might like, I think I'd rather you be a flat earther. You know what I mean? I feel like it'd be more educated to be a flat earther than to compare playing video games to be addicted to pornography. I think it'd literally be more educated to be a flat earther. It's like wild, bro. I'm all for a difference of opinions. I'm all for people really just seeing the world a little bit differently than I do. Absolutely. But that take is so biologically, psychologically, and whatever else would be inaccurate that it's actually just not a matter of opinion anymore. It's just like, this is just a wrong statement. And I really hope you'll correct it. Because you've got a really big platform. And just so people just listen to you because you said it. Not because it's accurate. Crazy, dude. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy. Majin, if Jesus played Super Smash Bros., would he play to win or let his opponent win? Well, here's the deal. Jesus even said, he said, love your enemies. But how do you define love? Is love letting them win? Or is love dropping the absolute people's elbow down so that they actually grow and become better? So that he's sharpening you and leading you towards your own growth. I found a gargoyle. Praise God. Okay. I was just fighting a gargoyle. And now there's 1,700 of you. No, it actually wasn't Mark Driscoll. No. It was actually, they're nowhere near as big as Mark Driscoll. But it was actually, and surprisingly, this is what's going to, I think, catch most people by surprise. It was these younger couples. They're pastors of these churches that have grown really, really big. They've become really well known on social media. I don't remember their name. But they're young. They're millennials. Both couples were millennials. They were probably my age. So it wasn't even like some 68-year-old dude who just, you know, didn't grow up in a world of video games and doesn't understand it. I would actually be more, I would be like, it's still ignorant of you to make this comment, but you just, you don't understand. But for a millennial to make that comment is wild, bro. Absolutely wild. Crazy. God help us all. I've also made dumb comments in my life. I don't know if I've ever made a comment that dumb. But I digress. I also too am a sinner deeply in need of God's grace. Lord help us all. Lord help us all. And another gargoyle. Yeah, and Majin, you know, outrageous takes that really have no backing. Are you kidding me, dude? I just spawned the entire video game. Bro, the entire video game just aggroed to me. Dude, there's no way I live this. Hello, turn around, please. Did you mind control me? I gotta heal. Bro, that's crazy. Come on, heal. Bro, I don't know if I make it out of here, dude. Healing again? No way I make it out. This is crazy talk, dude. Heal? Like, did y'all see how many monsters just spawned out of nowhere? Okay, we're good. Sheesh, bro. I can't move anywhere without summoning 74 mobs. Now, somebody mentioned earlier, did you summon your, like, party members with you? How does one do that? Let me Google this. How to summon NPC party members in Guild Wars 1. Yeah, like, how do you do that? What the heck? Opening your party window? What is my party window? Probably this one. Wait. Dude, you're lying to me. Are you being for real? I could have had an NPC party with me this whole time? No shot. Oh my, guys, you're kidding me. I now have a tank healer and DPS with me. This whole time. This whole time, bro. That's crazy. I was playing the game on ultra hard mode and I had no idea. I have no words. No wonder why the game felt so hard. I was legit playing it on ultra hard mode. Now let's see how fast this guy's gonna unalive. Oh my. Now I feel like I can take on the world. And like I can see my party members. Can I heal them? Okay, it doesn't look like I can heal them. Okay, no, well, I might be wrong actually. But that heal is specifically just for me. So maybe I just need special abilities that I can use to heal my teammates. Oh, that's legit, dude. Dude, this changes everything. Because it was beginning to become a little miserable. But now I'm realizing that I was the problem. Piglet, how are you, friend? God bless you. Good to see you, homie. Yeah, no, there is stuff like that that absolutely drives people away for sure. For sure. But you gotta remember grace, man. There's a balance between wanting to hold people accountable but also wanting to be gracious, because dude, I do stupid things too, man. And it's really easy to get tunnel vision when other people do things that upset you or frustrate you. It's really easy to forget that sometimes you're them, you know? Sometimes you're them. And sometimes it's me. I too have made mistakes. I too have made mistakes. And I can't ever forget it. Show grace one another. The Bible says make room for each other's grievances. I don't always want to, but we got to make room for it. Dude, this is a different video game now, guys. This is literally a different video game now. Are we still escorting the dude? Where's he at? He's still over there. What a cool concept, man. Like a party of NPCs with you? That's kind of sick, dude. Okay, so now I clicked on him. Nah, I think he's gonna get summoned. Okay, sick. Right hand of God. How many of us are living our lives in ultra hard mode and don't know it? It's true. I'll tell you, any piece of God's wisdom and advice from his word that we do not take is choosing to play life on harder mode. Almost all of the things that are not going right in my own life are a result of something that I'm not doing or don't know how to do. Almost all. Not all, but almost all. Like, for example, I have an incurable disease called ulcerative colitis. To be honest, my stomach's actually in a lot of pain literally as we speak. That's not my fault. Well, debatable, actually. My diet's not been super great. So even my wife walks in. Oh no. Oh no. So even that, debatable, right? Mostly my fault. But like, even if I was being super clean, eating everything, like I still have a disease that affects my everyday life. So that, not my fault. But it's just crazy when you begin to take like real serious ownership and responsibility for your actions, decisions. You really begin to realize, man, like so so much of our own lives are actually in our control. We submit that control to God, but so much of the outcome of my life is a result of my habits, things that I do, things that I don't do. It's the conversations that I'm avoiding. It's the conflict I'm avoiding. It's the communication I'm not having. It's so much. If we would just obey God's wisdom, our lives would be drastically different. Okay, now that I have this party, this game just literally got 27 times more fun. You guys remember I was getting chased by a million mobs? This is that same pull right here. This is that same pull. And we just cleared it like nothing. Wow. I really can't heal you, huh? I think I just did, actually. Or was that my party healer? Let's go, boss man. Let's go, boss man. Yeah, this just got significantly more enjoyable. And I still haven't even really messed around with my abilities. Yeah, I can. She's like, yeah, you did it. I am the problem. I am indeed the problem. I've been thinking about, guys. I was talking to my wife the other day. I've been struggling to get my weight under control, man. I have a food problem, like real talk. I can be good for a little while, but then I fall off the wagon and I fall off hard, dude. I've been thinking about doing a social media series. Right, just update my daily, like, food and workout routine. Honestly, for the sole reason of forcing myself to be accountable. Put myself in a position where I will have to come on camera first thing in the morning for 30 seconds. Like, here's my update for the day. And I have to tell everyone, hey, I'm a grown man and I walked by the donuts at Walmart and I had to buy them. I couldn't help myself. My wife just in the other room. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to admit that to the internet. And I can't lie. So then therefore, the only option I have is to not. I just force myself into the accountability. Because I'm going to be honest. Everything else I'm working, everything else I'm trying is not working, dude. Like, I struggle to stay consistent with it, man. And the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and thinking you're going to get different results. I'm like, I'm going to have to change something. So not even making videos like that, honestly, thinking that they'll get lots of views. It's just the accountability. Dude, this got so much more fun. This is what I wanted this game to feel like this whole time. And it could have. Icon sounds like one of John Green's 100 Days several years ago. It was here on YouTube. You know who's actually doing one right now? He's Gaming for Hope. He's a Christian creator. He just recently went full-time as an Overwatch creator. And he is doing one. Not only with his weight, but he's actually been doing one also just with his Overwatch journey. And I've been really enjoying watching it. I've actually really been enjoying watching it. Nice, guys. I finally finished that quest. Ooh, a wild blow. Melee attack that is always a critical hit. Removes stance. And it's unblockable. I'm going to do a clip later. That's sick, dude. And yeah, this feels way better. This feels way better now that I've got my party. I'm really glad I took 9 seconds to Google that. But honestly, I wouldn't if you guys didn't tell me in chat. So whoever that person was, thank you. You literally saved my life. Yuzuthoth. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He is a nice guy. He gets so much hate, dude. That's the cost of like going viral. Just is. It is the cost of going viral. And he's also a Christian, so he's gonna get hate just for breathing. Like, everyone wants to go viral until they actually go viral. And then they're like, oh, well, this is different than I thought it was going to be. Very, very different than I thought it was going to be. Well, friends, that's where we're winding it down today. I will be playing some more Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 1 tomorrow. There is so much hype and energy around Guild Wars right now. It's crazy. So I was like, yo, we're going to have to pivot. Oh, inside, good to see you, man. Another Guild Wars player in chat. Let's go, dude. And so we're playing Guild Wars 2 tomorrow, potentially even Saturday morning. And then next week, we're jumping into Rust. Guys, be in prayer for us. We move this weekend. So Sunday and Monday, we move. So let me give you guys an update for kind of next week. Next week's going to look a little different. I will not be streaming on Monday, and I will not be streaming on Tuesday. I don't normally stream normal gameplay on Wednesday, so I'm going to be streaming today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And then my next stream is going to be probably Thursday. Sunday I don't stream, but I'm moving Sunday anyway. Monday I'm also moving 2 days. And then Tuesday, my PC won't even be set up. And then Wednesday is a full, just like in the office kind of day. So I won't see you guys for a couple of days. But hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Ask Pastor Anything like we do every Friday. And I hope you'll come stick around. Friends, I'd love to pray for you. And then we're going to go ahead and leave the sermon replays on like I do. And we'll go from there. God, thank you. God, thank you so much for just the ability to, it's crazy. We can like close a game and then all of a sudden we're just talking to God. The master, creator, maker of the whole universe. And the ability to do that is privilege. And it's a privilege, one, I don't do enough. God, help us to be people who accept the invitation to meet with Jesus. God, help us. Help us, Lord. We are so loved by you, so cherished by you, so valued by you. And so, God, I just pray in the name of Jesus that you would draw us close to you. Draw us close to you, God. And so, Lord, I just ask you today, for every person here, would you remind them that, Jesus, you love them. You cherish them. You have good things in store for them if they will pursue you and trust you. And following you doesn't always mean that things are going to work out perfectly and they're going to be easy. Sometimes following you might lead us into a difficult season, but it's because you want to do something beautiful on the other side. Meaning today, God, I pray for those that right now that are struggling in a difficult season. I pray in the mighty name of Jesus, God, that you would remind them on the other side of this burden, you are working out something good. I know that might not even really seem possible right now, but through God, all things are possible. You're working out all things for the good of those who love you. God, help us to not be a people who want to rush through the difficulties of life, because there are things in those seasons that you want to do in us that we're just not even capable to receive in the easy times. God, may we desire to get from you all that we can. Lessons, teaching, perseverance, integrity, character, closeness to you. May we get everything that we can out of the seasons of difficulty to prepare us for the blessing that's on the other side. Teach us, God, to trust you. Teach us, God, to worship you when things are hard, to honor you, to exalt you when things are hard. Teach us, Jesus, to make you not just a part of our day, the center of our day, the center of our lives. Help us, Holy Spirit, to be your hands and feet and to represent Jesus to the world. And God, for those that may be here that don't know Jesus, God, I pray that they would know today and believe in their heart Jesus Christ is Lord, that you love them, that you died on the cross to forgive them of their sin. And I just pray, God, that you would minister to hearts here today. God, do for them what I never could. Transform their lives. We praise you, God, that you are the one and only true God. We thank you that you're alive and active today. We thank you that, Jesus, you have given us the free gift of salvation, the forgiveness of sin, the promise and the hope of eternity, that no matter what we face in this life, even though that if they're a big deal, it's not that our emotions don't matter, but it's that even though in this world we suffer, there is a promise of paradise ahead for us, for your children. And for those who are not your children, they are invited today to become your children, to join the family of God by believing in their heart, confessing in their mouth, and choosing to follow Jesus, to receive your forgiveness and to receive your lordship in our lives. God, help our church to be a church that will reach people that are far from you, to love and to serve, and to be the hands of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Amen and amen and amen, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, I pray y'all are blessed. Y'all are blessed. I got a couple meetings and work to do today, and then after work tonight, I will not be in Discord. Normally Thursday nights are date night with the wife, but this week we're packing. We are packing because we have a couple of days before we leave. Packing a lot of stuff tonight, a lot of stuff tomorrow night, and then really, guys, Saturday after I'm done preaching. By the way, this Saturday is part 3 of marriage, divorce, and remarriage. Week 1 was about marriage. Last week was about divorce. This week is all about remarriage. What does the Bible say about remarriage? Can Christians get remarried after divorce? Talking all about it. After church on Saturday, I got to tear down my PC, because then I got to go pick up the U-Haul truck, and first thing Sunday morning, that thing is getting loaded up, dude. Loaded up. We're moving again. But if you're just joining us, we're staying local. We're just moving because the landlord of this place wants to move back into it. So we gotta go. Guys, I love y'all. Be blessed. Icon Lady just posted message number 1 and number 2 of that series if you want to go check it out. But before I go, friends, I'm gonna leave y'all with some sermons. And let me actually get you guys a video playing. And then we're getting out of here, man. Icon, thanks for all your help. You're absolutely a legend. I appreciate your time. Did I already add this? I think I did. Yes. Sick. You guys are wondering what my normal stream schedule is like when I'm actually live doing like content and gameplay? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 11 to 3 Eastern. All of the times are either prayer, sermon replays, XP Church, or just my stream is completely off. But those are the moments where you can catch me like really, really live into the moment. And let me go ahead and play. I want to play this one. This one right here. Guys, I love y'all. Be blessed. Be kind to one another. Know that Jesus loves you. And we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for prayer and 11 a.m. Eastern for content and gameplay. Ask Pastor anything tomorrow. And don't forget, head in the Discord. Anyone can make a room at any time. Start hanging out, making friends, and fellowshipping. Go be a part, friends. I love y'all. We'll see you soon. Peace.